Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the S-Rank Entertainment Podcast, to be determined.
Hello.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't have a name. Weren't we going to call this, like, Commentary After Dark at one point?
That would have
Maybe the original one. This one doesn't have anything to do with that.
You're right.
Well, yeah, but now we're S-Rank Entertainment Podcast. We'll find, right now that's where we are until we figure out something.
And since
Oh,
we are
that was weird. Hold on a second. Go ahead.
And since we are broadcasting this live, this will most likely be the first thing anyone hears.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, don't we have some of our old archived videos on YouTube still? Like a couple?
We have some.
Yeah.
Like 3?
Like, we have plenty of them.
Like, I think we have some directs on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have like 2 of them, I think.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, did we do, like, a commentary, like one of the commentaries or something?
We didn't. No, that wasn't live. We just sort of did that for fun.
I actually thought we did that live.
And remember, I pointed out just how mean I was back then.
Yeah.
Well,
I was really over the top. If you think I'm bad now, you should have seen me back then.
you didn't really change all that much, but you're just not that mean.
I'd like to think that I've gone from being Season 1 Jay Sherman from The Critic to being Season 2 Jay Sherman from The Critic.
Hold on. Guy does bring up good points. Is it playing for you guys?
I'm not watching.
And I can't watch either because I'm the one that's recording it, so.
I guess I can check it out.
I'm
still
watching.
says
It
off.
still says offline.
It does?
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, so I guess that was a false start.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yes.
is offline.
What's supposed to be in the video?
Like that picture that he posted.
Yeah.
Shell, do you have it? Did you click on the right channel?
It's loading. It was loading for a second, then went offline again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here.
I don't know what's been going on. It's like,
Wait, loading, yeah, and then offline.
Okay.
Well, that was a good test start. So it
Alright.
This was the best
Wait.
false start ever.
Don't hang up yet. Let me end the
I'm not going to hang up. I'm not going to hang up.
I'm just gonna check I'm gonna check something right now. Okay. Server, it says automatic. I'm gonna switch it to, New York. Let's see.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
And I'm gonna test the bandwidth before we do anything, cause I gotta make sure about it. Let's see, so, let's rank podcast. This is gonna take a couple of seconds. Again, I apologize if anything happened, but I don't know what's been going on.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. Well, it better that it happened in the beginning than right at anywhere else.
In the middle of a discussion, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I think the picture I just posted, which hopefully Psych will put into the broadcast, or at least the archive on YouTube, pretty much sums up what's going on right now.
Fuck!
I'm gonna take a look at it. Let me see.
Jeez.
Oh shit, yes. You should do it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Alright, let me close
Of
this.
course.
Yeah, it just automatically signed me on Twitter on my browser, and it just said that I got the retweet and the favorite. I'm like, alright, as long as people spread the word and people are interested in watching our podcast, that'll be great. But except I'm thinking that it's like, it's expected that Ice Pick would probably be the breakout star, but who else would be the breakout star out of this?
Hopefully Dari, I'd imagine.
Well, if he shows up, then yeah.
No, oh, you mean out of this thing tonight?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna say Dari.
Well, I'm hoping it's me because I have some material that I plan on doing outside of S-Rank, but we'll see how this goes.
Uh-huh.
So, that reminds me, I should work on my article. Sorry, I didn't even finish my article. I'm gonna finish it soon. And hopefully by the end of the month.
God, ooh.
You okay?
Yeah, just a little dry, that's all.
Alright, if we need to go and get water, we can wait a few minutes.
Hey, it's cool, man. I'm fine.
Okay then, alright. Alright, I'm gonna test the stream out and let me know if it goes on before we begin. All right.
All right. I mean, we've already technically begun. We've been going at it for 5 minutes now, but you know what is S rank without dicking around for the first 5 to 10 minutes of any recording, right?
D rank.
D
becomes
rank,
D rank.
exactly.
Okay.
Without that, we would be merely D rank.
Okay. So it's streaming on Twitch.
Isn't E rank like worse?
Oh wait, yeah, loading video. Come on. The live just went away. No wait, it's still there. Come on,
Live's
come
still
on,
there.
come
Live
on.
is still there.
And we are live.
We are. I'm just still seeing
We're
loading
live.
video.
Yes,
No,
we
it's
are.
live.
All right, great. Oh, there it is.
All right, good.
Wow, I'm ahead of Ice Pick. That never happens.
Huh? I don't hear anything.
That's because
Well,
that's
We're
That's
not
because-
supposed to hear anything.
exactly.
aren't?
I muted the mic. Like the reason that I did that is because like it's gonna interfere. Like I think there might be an echo. I don't want to risk that. So
Wait,
Oh,
but
yeah.
aren't people going to be watching this who aren't in the chat, so we need to have sound?
Yeah, we need to have everything. That's kind of why I
We
was
just
asking.
mute ourselves.
Everyone just,
Wait.
Shell, just start broadcasting it and everyone here can mute the stream.
Yeah, I muted the stream. So
okay.
Stream too. So.
Actually, I
Alright.
don't have to mute the stream because I've got like my own separate audio, so I'm gonna be your little guinea pig, I guess.
Okay then.
Okay, so
Alright.
Fire 1, let's see if we can hear Shell. God, why does it keep on buffering for me?
Secret buffer fun.
God, so many...
Okay. Yeah, something happened. Like it went
Oh, there we go.
offline
Okay,
and now it's
yeah,
back.
Now it's back. Let's see. Okay, say something.
Hello, hello, hi,
God
hi.
damn it, it's buffering again. This is insane.
All right.
They don't want me to watch it.
Apparently the S rank chat is too cool for Ice Pick for some reason. Don't blame me, blame Twitch.
Oh yeah, so now you can introduce yourself because I heard an echo.
Okay. Oh, you can hear it? Alright, great then.
Yeah.
Then I'm turning this off.
Okay then.
Okay, so I guess we should all introduce ourselves. Hello, Twitch. Hello, users on Twitch who will not be able to hear the preceding segments because of technical difficulties. I'm the podcast moderator, Professor Icepick.
I am SNES Master KI, and I am not subject to any authority Ice Pick tries to exert.
I am Shellshock, and I love Ninja Turtles.
I'm Nico Gamer X, and I love cats. I guess. Well, I mean, I
Not
do love
sexually.
cats. Well, of course not.
Hey, you have to you have to make sure that people know that, Neko.
Well, look on the bright side. At least Michael Bay isn't making a remake of Cats.
Oh,
I'd
God.
watch
And I guess I'm Psychbat, and I'm the behind the scenes guy, and I
Yeah,
like to party.
He's our little director. I love this guy.
Yep.
And we also are looking at text from Bacon Candle. He hasn't talked, so we're not really sure what name he goes by. He's our Klaus.
Yeah, so for those who are not familiar with American Dad, Klaus is a fish, a talking fish in a fishbowl. So pretty much, Bacon is our talking fish in a fishbowl. But except that we
just
can't
mess
hear him.
around. Yeah.
Well, he can hear us. We can't hear him.
Yeah.
He
can
does
read
pop
him.
in. He does pop in once in a while to talk, but only like once in a great while.
But we can read his lips.
We can?
Yes. That's why.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know he had a webcam. Huh. Fair enough.
Okay.
So, I guess now that we've all been properly introduced, what is there to talk about?
Oh, well, it says right on the title. We can.
We got the
Well-
kill.
Oh yeah, that's
E3,
right.
Random
So-
Smash.
So which one should we do first?
I guess
Let's-
let's put it to a vote, I guess.
Alright.
I want to
Yeah.
Well, I think I'd rather talk about E3 because
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be able to get Smash, and I've been hearing a lot of that for about a couple of weeks. So
Alright
I can-
then,
I was
so
going to talk about E3.
E3 then. Alright, so who has stuff to say about E3?
Oh, well, before I interrupted him, sorry, K.I.
Oh, go
but,
ahead.
I wanted to hear the news you had, Ice Pick.
Oh, okay then. All right. So, I found I actually saw this on YouTube through my subscriptions, and then I confirmed it over at GameSpot. So whether or not this is real or not, supposedly Min Lee, I think I'm pronouncing that Min Lee. I don't know. He's probably Vietnamese or something. Has announced that he has seen that a third game in the Left 4 Dead series is in development, thus breaking the Valve curse of 3. If this is to be true.
If it's to be true, then that would be cool, but again, I'm gonna take it to a grain of salt, and I'm pretty sure people should do the same.
He also says that Half-Life 3 is in development.
Yeah. Again, take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I hope this won't be like the whole, like, Duke Nukem thing where but it hasn't been that long of a wait. I mean, when was the last, Half-Life?
2007?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Not that far.
It's been a while.
It's not that far. I mean, what was the years between Duke Nukem and
Well, that's different because, I mean, ID Software was kind of, like, floating around. It was barely doing anything at all back then. It's like Valve has been releasing something, at least something every year since then.
Yeah.
And they have Steam, so.
They have so much that they have to support. Like, I don't even know why they haven't put the time to put Half-Life 3 into production, but maybe it could be in production as we speak.
Well, that's what the former Counter-Strike co-creator says. He says that Half-Life 3 is definitely in development, and he's even seen some concept art for it.
Well,
And
it's something to look forward to.
I remember playing. It was a PC cafe back in my mall. I was playing Counter-Strike for the first time, and that was actually my introduction on playing PC on PC gaming. Somebody was teaching me how to shoot and how to move when I was a little kid. So
that's great.
Okay.
Now, when I was a kid, we used to play Counter-Strike in our computer club. This was a Catholic high school, by the way, so, good Christian values there. And actually, a project that we wanted to do, and this never really got off the ground, was sort of make our own mod for one of these games where it would basically be taking place in the school itself. They'd usually like to play Counter-Strike, and I think the original Team Fortress, but me personally, I was always big on Quake 3 Arena when we play that.
Right.
And I am pretty much just waiting for Portal 3.
I'm waiting for that too.
Yeah, same here. Portal 1 and 2 is great.
Yeah, same here. I mean, when it came to first person, I was never really that into first person anything until I got into computers. I think really what really got me into it, well, I guess Doom was my first person shooter. But when I got on the computer, Team Fortress 2 is by far the most fun I've ever had on a first person shooting game.
It's kind of ironic. I hated first-person games when I was growing up, too, but that was because I always tried playing them with controllers and I could never get them to work right. But then I tried using mouse and keyboard. Worked like a charm.
Yeah, it is a very natural feel with the keyboard and mouse.
Oh, definitely.
I know, but the thing is like, take Elder Scrolls. First person is really easy on a controller. The thing is a lot of PC games do not... what's the word I'm looking for? Implement?
Implement?
Yeah, into their games, because it can work.
Well, that's actually becoming a lot more common, implementing gamepad support into games that don't even show up on consoles.
Because I find it a lot more comfortable and easy using a controller, even though it's easy on a keyboard too, but, I can, switch around. I guess it depends on what kind of first-person game it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead, Shell. I'll explain later.
Alright, because my personal experiences with first-person shooters started with Wolfenstein 3D on the Super Nintendo, even though it was censored, but that was my very first ever foray to the first-person shooter genre. And even then, I played a couple more later on. I played a lot of Doom 2, Quake and a couple of other stuff back in high school. And then after that, like I played Counter-Strike in an internet cafe / card game shop, and it was pretty fun. Then I got an Xbox 360, and that's it.
I mean, I'm
Yeah. What was that? I thought I heard someone talking.
Oh, yeah, Psych was.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
Psych, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that. Well, in the past, I wasn't, as you all know, probably that I was in the PC gaming clan for Aliens vs Predator. I was surrounded by everybody who played that game, and surprisingly, the servers are still online around later in the late 2000s. That it was just a really big clusterfuck of servers, and I didn't. When I downloaded that game, I really didn't have any idea what I was getting into, and the first-person view on the keyboard and mouse, it was like a snap. It was so fast. I learned so fast than I ever could on a controller. I mean, no offense to people who like the Super Nintendo as a kid or the Sega Genesis, but the first-person view, it's just really natural. If you're playing a first-person shooter or whatever in the first person, that's all.
Yeah, I actually had Wolfenstein 3D and Dooms 1 and 2 on PC when I was a kid, and that's part of the reason that was actually like, I always had difficulty playing those. But let's move on to a new topic.
Yeah, let's go on to E3.
Well, let's go on to E3. So, are we making predictions? Are we,
Yeah, we can make predictions. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make some predictions. Let's see. Honestly, I haven't really been into Microsoft or Sony. Although, honestly, I think that Sony is gonna reveal, like, their usual stuff, like Uncharted, and I think they're gonna do Last of Us 2. I don't think they're gonna bring anything back, but if they do, it's probably gonna be a reboot of Siphon Filter that's being rumored about.
I never heard that rumor.
I didn't really hear it much. It was only like one or two things and that's it. But I heard that they wanted to reboot it, but I don't know.
I played one game of that series, Dark Mirror on the PSP. It was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. I've never played any game from that series except for a demo of the first game that I had on the PlayStation Underground a long time ago. And I never got into it.
Yeah, it was a great time killer. I wouldn't say it was memorable or anything. I found it lying around in one of my drawers. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And it's a fast game. I beat it in 2 days, I think.
That was common for PSP games, especially by Sony. They had issues with being really short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Neko.
No, I just said yeah.
Because like my thing about the Sci-Fi Filter thing, I don't really have much faith in it because like when Twisted Metal came out, I didn't get the game, but I did play it at my friend's house, and I wasn't really all that impressed with it. I actually go ahead, Ki.
They made some ridiculous choices with that. They made the controller so it's like they made it so you couldn't accelerate and shoot without moving your thumb, which is just absurd. That makes it pretty much unplayable. And they added in non-combat objectives that were just done horrifically.
Because I think that the game was just basically made just to shut people up that wanted it, and it just didn't work. But that's just my thing about Sony. What about you guys?
Well, I guess we can... Oh, go ahead, Psych.
It's just that talking about Sony, going a little bit off track for a bit, is that I think I played like 2 games on the PSP that were actually really good, and one of them was Birth by Sleep, and the other one was a game called Kingdom of Paradise, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And what was interesting about that game is that you could customize your attack set. I mean, you could customize which you had to get scrolls for which attack you were going to use, and you could customize in which order the attacks would go. And if you didn't really, but the thing is that there was a kind of a steep learning curve in that game. In that you had to figure it out quick, and the saving options were terrible. When which you died, you probably had to start over again. Like if you died, you had to start from the beginning. So it was a tough game, but it was really interesting. I think I think that's the only time I had fun in a while playing a PSP game. As much as it's difficult to hear. I mean, it's not as believable.
Yeah.
I like the Mega Man games on there.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't really a PSP fan. I got one and I didn't really use it after like 2010.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Neko.
Yeah, I missed out on the PSP. So, I mean, I never got any of the games. Or
That's not how I think anyone would ever phrase that.
Well,
No, I know what you meant.
somebody who's
I'm
never had one.
I'm messing with you. I'm kidding.
Well, are you trying to say you don't want me to play the Mega Man powered up games?
Well, no. What I'm trying to say is that no one would say that the PSP was something that anyone would, quote unquote, miss out on.
Yeah.
Well, basically, it was better than the Vita.
No, not even close. I give the Vita shit all the time, but I have to admit it's a better system than the PSP by far.
Well, that's not what I've been hearing from you guys all the time.
Well, it's just we give it a lot of shit because it's not that popular, and there's not a lot of games that we consider owning. I mean, we consider worthy of owning the Vita at all.
Well, the Vita would be really good if it was backwards compatible to the PSP.
It kind of is.
It kind of is, but
but you have to re-download them or buy them again, don't you?
Well, if you bought them digitally in the first place, then you'd still keep them. But if you have a whole bunch of physical games, which for the PSP I do, then it's kind of pointless.
Basically.
I mean, the only thing really keeping me from buying the Vita is the memory stick.
Well, what is wrong with the memory stick? Because that is what I hear from
okay,
people.
Can I explain this to him, or do you want to?
I can explain it quickly. Basically, Vita uses a custom memory stick that only Sony can make, which as a result means the memory sticks are incredibly overpriced. You can get SD cards that held as much for like half the price, but you can't use those on Vita.
Also, I'll just add one more thing. Compared to SD cards, they're way smaller in general. It's horrible.
And it is horrible, but the other thing is that most of the time, like whenever those memory cards get on sale, they're really not that much of a bargain. Like it's probably maybe 10% off versus an SD card when it goes on sale, it gets a significant price drop. That Sony screwed the pooch over there. But
I kind of wish that it was backwards compatible to the retail.
The physical games, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been neat.
Actually, for a while there, they were planning on doing something for that. I think it was back in the PSP Go era, but then they realized how expensive it would be, and they just, fuck our customers. They're going to pay for this shit again anyway.
They did.
Because they're all fucking idiots.
They did do something in Japan, but it didn't really last very long.
I mean, I would consider myself a Sony fanboy, but that's only because freaking they're third parties. I mean, basically, if Nintendo took half of what was on Sony most of the time, I probably would just say forget it.
So you don't even like Sony for Sony, but they're your favorite anyway?
Well, I think the only game I really like that's supposedly one of their IPs, but I'm not sure, is Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that's a Sony
so that's like the only one off the top of my head. And maybe Wild Arms, but not really, because it's not that popular of an RPG.
Wild Arms was a Sony IP? I thought that was owned by something else. I thought that was Game Arts.
I'm actually not 100% sure. I can't think of it ever being on a non-Sony system.
I think the sad part is...
Sony. I think it is a Sony because I have one or two of their games.
What is it,
And
Wild
it's-
Arms?
Wild Arms.
Yes,
Yeah.
Wild Arms.
I guess I could look that up
You see.
when I do that. Wild Arms.
I think it's a Sony IP, but
Oh yeah, it is published by Sony in Japan.
Yeah.
So I guess it is theirs, even though
I mean,
Agitech.
what else do they make? What is their IPs?
Okay, can I name some Sony IPs that I actually really like that are dead forever because Sony is run by a bunch of incompetent fuckwits?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Medieval!
Go ahead.
Jumping
Oh, that's
Flash!
Yes, Jumping Flash.
Let's see here now. Shit, what was that game on Super Nintendo? Soul Blazer?
Sky Blazer.
Sky Blazer. Why do I keep mixing those names up? Let's see. Parappa the Rapper.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought there was a rumor there was going to be a new
No,
Parappa.
no. The voice of Parappa the Rapper is trying to get Sony to make a new one, but then he scammed those kids out of all that money, so now he doesn't have any support anymore. Let's see. What else is good from Sony? Shit.
Jammy Lammy, a new one that would have been cool.
Well, Jamalami kind of counts as a Parappa game.
I
Yeah.
know, but it wasn't. Pepper Rapper wasn't really in it. I mean,
Actually,
he
He
was.
was.
He was.
Yeah,
He was.
You
yeah,
unlocked him.
yeah, and he actually got his own remixes for 6 out of 7 songs, so almost half the game was actually Parappa.
Let's see.
Yeah.
There's Twisted Metal. I've already come up with quite a few good ones there, but
Yeah, didn't the Twisted Metal game come out? But I missed it. So if it sucks,
it sucked.
Yeah, what
Oh.
happened was Sony, who at the time owned Single Track, they made Twisted Metal 1 and 2. They were good. Single Track left. Sony made Twisted Metal 3 and 4. They were terrible. Single Track came back and revived the series as better than ever with Twisted Metal Black. Sony then just killed it for no reason. They released one more Twisted Metal game on PSP, which was okay, but not anywhere near Twisted Metal 2 or Twisted Metal Black. And then 6 years later, they decided it had been so long they had to reboot it yet again, and they made a terrible reboot, and who knows if the series will ever get another good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's funny about that is that, like, that one guy, the one developer that was doing the game, I forget his name, but
David Jaffe?
yeah, he had a devil may care attitude every time he went up on interviews. It was like, oh man, this game's gonna rock. You're gonna love it, and I don't give a fuck.
He was
Because
like a
he thinks he's
real
a rock
live
star.
version of Kevin Butler.
He's really not like that great. I really don't like David Jaffe. He thinks he's a rock star when all he does is make video games.
Yeah, I mean, I would consider myself a rock star, but I wouldn't put my ego outwards like he did in front of like Jeff. What's his name? Jeff Keighley.
Oh, Jeff Keighley, yeah.
Yeah, every time Jeff Keighley would interview him, he'd have this game. He had the attitude, this game is gonna rock your socks off, and there's no possible way that this will ever get a negative review, and it will sell 1 million copies in the first week. And I kind of liked how it looked before it was released, but I heard that it wasn't as good as any iteration of Twisted Metal's game from the past, like Black. So I never considered getting the game, even though I do have a PS3.
Okay, KI apparently has more Sony IPs to say, so go ahead.
Okay, here are some good ones that are not dead. See, they make the Sly series, they
Boo.
make the God of War. Have you even played a single Sly game?
I don't have to.
then how do you know that it's bad? This is just like this Yoshi's New Island being bad.
No. In my defense, that game did end up being bad.
No, it ended up not being the best platform ever made, which if Nintendo does that, that's apparently a crime.
Let's continue, Ki.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they have the Sly series, they have the Infamous series, they have God of War series, the Uncharted series is overrated, but it's not bad. I haven't played The Last of Us. I I'm not going to be able to get past that because I'm not going to be able to get past the fact that they specifically said they canceled Jak 4 to make it, and also that they said if they had made Jak 4, they would have basically desecrated its corpse.
You forgot about some other good Sony games like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls.
Oh God!
Hey, hold on.
Those aren't games.
I was gonna say the last minute that trailer was real for Beyond Two Souls. You guys were kind of impressed, and I said, "Nah, this doesn't look any. It doesn't look
Wait,
any."
when was
good.
I impressed?
Wait,
Okay, I'm just gonna finish it. I was saying this doesn't look impressive at all, and you guys were like, "Hey, give it a chance. Give it a chance. Who knows? It might be good." And I'm like, whatever.
I don't remember
that
saying that.
happening.
You guys did say it. I'm like,
No,
what?
No,
I can guarantee I didn't say that because David Cage would already revealed himself to literally be gaming Hitler before Beyond Two Souls was announced. I remember when they revealed it, like I basically spent the entire time booing David Cage.
Weren't we all ripping on Pariah when that happened?
yes, but I will
So we
say
weren't even in this chat when that happened.
I will mention this that I do remember the people that were praising it, and those people will not be named, but most of those people do not even talk to us anymore. So let's leave that at that.
Okay, well, considering the fact that we've kind of gone off topic and gone into some dark places, let me try to.
You're the one
Let's
who
talk
brought
about
up.
Ultra Street Fighter 4. How does everybody feel about that?
Actually, what I was going to say was that maybe we could do like E3 predictions,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
like be fun and stuff.
Okay, let's do that. Because I was gonna say I was thinking we were gonna talk about Microsoft and like what we might think.
Yeah, that's gonna be a productive use of time. Here, I'll sum it up for the audience at home. Oh, Microsoft is stupid because they decided to cut out the Kinect and drop their price. Nya, 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 nya.
The best thing you have ever come up with to defend Microsoft is that your irrational hatred of Sony is stronger. That is literally the only good thing you have ever said about Microsoft.
No. I said that Killer Instinct looked good before we all knew it was good.
Yeah, to tell the people at home, Ice Pick thinks Sony killed Sega.
They didn't, but I do still maintain that Sony tried to kill 2D. And they almost got away with it.
I mean, hold on, Shell. Like, I remember when the Xbox One announcement was gonna. I remember when we fucking.
I flipped the fuck out when they revealed Dead Rising 3. I flipped the fuck out,
But you also were not happy with Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I know when it was first announced. Then they revealed more stuff, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, and I was like, oh. Well, he's not really happy. I asked them. I asked everybody on the chat that how did Killer Instinct look, and Icepick was first to respond. Horrible. Those were his. That was his exact word.
I still say that Jago's design was stupid.
Yeah,
that was my main problem. And then I saw Glacius, and I said this guy looks kind of dumb too. Then they showed me Thunder, and then I'm like. Okay, you got me now. All right, what's next? And then I became a very big supporter of the game. And then they announced Strider from Double Helix, and Shell lost his shit over that. You did lose your shit. Don't even lie.
I wasn't gonna say that. Couldn't you at least let me speak about it?
Okay.
You could have just been a dick and said no. But anyway, so yes, I'll admit I did lost my shit. I was gonna say that. I was gonna get to the part where later on, it was starting to grow on me, and then I got to play the game at Comic-Con in New York, and I actually thought that it wasn't that bad. It was actually better than I expected, and I downloaded the game on my PC, and I cleared one area, but I decided that I'm just gonna wait until when I can upgrade my video card so I can play it better, because apparently I was having issues with it.
Yeah,
but
I was
other
having
than
those
that,
same issues. I really wish that Capcom had put in some scaling for that. But
other than that, yeah, I did lost my shit on that, but I really thought that I lost my shit more on Killer Instinct than that.
I think we all sort of lost it on that one, except for maybe KI, who proclaimed that it was dead to him the second Rare bought out. Rare was bought out by Microsoft.
No, I didn't say that. I said it was dead to me because of Microsoft's Xbox One DRM thing.
But there was something I did wanted to bring up. Like, when we mentioned about Dead Rising 3 and that when you were not really happy about it at first.
It looked like a Call of Duty game. Come on!
Dude, he blew up, man.
Yeah, you blew up on that worse than Killer Instinct.
I did.
Well, I'm hoping that Killer Instinct hits Steam.
Well,
but the only reason I think that you blew up worse is because, like, Dead Rising felt more close to home to you than Killer Instinct did.
I love Dead Rising. I still love Dead Rising.
I thought the reason that you blew up at was because it was Xbox One exclusive. Because
No. Remember how I was like a lot more affected by Dead Rising 3 being on there?
Oh yeah, that's what I.
Let me tell you how I can recreate how it basically went. It was like Dead Rising 3. Oh no, it's on Xbox One. Number 2, they announced it's an exclusive. Oh no, it's an exclusive on Xbox One. So no PC version. Number 3, they show firearms being useful in a Dead Rising game. That was like the first peak of me going like nutso. Then they showed the bit where he just built something on the fly, and I calmed down a bit when he did that. Like, okay, they got combo weapons. That's good. Then he calls out a fucking tactical nuke strike, and that is the moment when everything came tearing apart, and I started screaming at the top of my lungs and like freaking the fuck out. He called a tactical fucking nuke strike with this fucking smart glass. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, for me, I am rather optimistic. I thought the announcement trailer, the reveal trailer for Killer Instinct looked cool. I thought it looked cool, and Glacius and Saberwolf look cool. I don't know about Jago. He still kind of look weird.
Jago looks stupid.
Yeah, my main memory of that is just laughing my ass off at the fact that Jago looked like Rick from Splatterhouse.
Yeah, I said that, didn't I?
Probably.
We all agreed with that. Though.
Yeah. But now let's talk about predictions for Microsoft, because I personally think that, like, they confirmed Halo 5 already, so we're obviously going to get a trailer for that.
I guess I'll go first since I'm like their main defender at this point. Their only defender at this point. I've heard rumors about a Halo 1 through 4 collection on a single disc coming out. I think that's very plausible. It seems like Microsoft is trying to step up their game with their announcement that they are dropping the Kinect as being a necessary component for the system and, doing a price drop, going head to head at PS4's price point. So unless they decide to go for a price drop, like if Sony announces a price drop at E3, I think they'll do fairly better than they have been. And also the fact that they announced that, like, key video features like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon are no longer going to be exclusive to Xbox Live Gold. I think they're actually going to try to, like, redeem themselves a little bit. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm kind of hoping that this will be the year where Microsoft's E3 conference isn't just something that I kind of want to skip through.
Right.
Who knows, man? I mean, they could show off some games like some Warren games like Rise. So
Rise 2.
Fuck.
Rise 2 by even more P4R than the first.
Yeah. Honestly, it's like, I mean, the only thing for Xbox One that is not out yet. I mean, Dead Rising is the one game that appeals to me. Like, I'm not sold on Killer Instinct yet. I have to try it out first, but I will say Sunset Overdrive actually looks pretty good.
It really does.
So, but like, for me, I'm still not ready to buy an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4. So I'm just gonna wait a few years to see, like, if anything interests me, because I decided PC will be my third party machine, so.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
well, go ahead,
Okay.
let's see. So I I just think at this point Microsoft is not sure what their plan is, because I really think the original Xbox One was what they had been building up to for pretty much the entire existence of the Xbox brand, and then when they had to go back on that, I'm not sure if they had any plan. They just eventually realized that going with it would be worse than whatever happened when they didn't. So I'm really not expecting them to do much that could really turn things around. It looks like PS4 actually is significantly stronger than it, so if they're just going to have, like last gen, where both systems have 90% the same library, that's going to be a pretty big problem. I don't think dropping to the same price as PS4 is going to fix everything.
I mean,
Right.
not everything, but I think it's going to help it out a lot.
But K.I., I think you brought a pretty good point on that. As far as what's actually going to happen, we'll just have to wait and see. Neko, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Well, the only thing I would want from Microsoft, like I said, is Killer Instinct. Orchid looks really good in it, but not enough. That's not enough to get me to buy a Xbox One. So
Well, Phil Spencer
Yeah.
did say that they were going to sort of refocus on PC gaming, so hopefully that doesn't mean that they're going to bring back games for Windows Live, and instead they're going to just basically start porting shit to PC again.
and also I'll probably never get Dead Rising 3, even though I missed out on 1, so I don't think it will kill me.
Okay, Syke, you
Right.
wanted to say something?
I'm just gonna elaborate for anybody else who might be watching anonymously, maybe, about the history of our console affiliations before Xbox One or PS4 were ever announced. Ki and Neko, I apologize for using this term, but they were Sony apologists. Neko only had a PS3, and Ki loved Nintendo more, but he still defended Sony. And Icepick really liked his Xbox 360.
I still like it. If I buy a multiplat that's not on PC, it's going to be on 360. I just prefer the controller.
It's like, for me, last generation, I was more into Nintendo, but when it comes to Sony and Microsoft, I really thought that both features in both consoles actually were pretty good. Like, I really think that the 360 had a better controller, except for the D-pad, but other than that, I really like the 360 controller. I really think the Xbox interface is better than PlayStation 3's interface. And this is before, like, that update the PS3 got for, their store, which is somehow worse, but other than that, I think both consoles have pretty good stuff to offer.
Yeah, the Xbox store hasn't got any better either.
So Neko, point.
All I was going to say is I stuck with the the PlayStation system, because I mean, I'm a big Nintendo fan too, because I am like older than all of you, so I grew up with the NES and Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis and all that, and this PlayStation controller just felt good in my hands when I played games. I just got a 360 controller, and at certain points my fingers will either get sore or numb. The PlayStation controller is still more comfortable and stuff. I mean, if I had the money, I would have gotten a Wii and a Wii U, but I missed out on it, sort of. But
Yeah.
I haven't missed out on the Wii U yet. God, don't bury it, man.
Yeah, it's still,
well,
there's
I'm not
still
really
time.
burying it, because I mean, there's like a few games I really want on it, especially 3D World
Mhm.
and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I am a Sony fanboy, yeah, but I'm not like the nutsos out there. I mean, I like some of the Sony IPs, maybe like one or two. That's not really a lot. But it's really their third parties that keeps them alive, I think, anyways.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's just very peculiar that last generation there was a lot of comments saying that PS3 is better, and then you hardly ever see maybe one or two people saying that Xbox 360 was the best console in that generation. It was just weird how PS3 users were just spam, whatever internet message board.
Was
Yeah.
it with the
Fine.
PlayStation 3 more powerful than the 360? That's why when there was
It was.
multi-class...
It was, but it was harder to program on.
Yeah, it was more powerful, but you could really only see that in exclusive games. Multiplats were usually identical or better on 360 because they just didn't really utilize PS3 correctly for them.
Actually,
And
eventually they would get better on PS3 because they eventually end up just sort of coding on the PS3 and then porting it to 360 instead of the other way around.
I mean,
Exactly.
The one
Not to
thing
men-
that's good
Go ahead.
on... Go ahead, Shell, and I'll go after you.
Alright, this is just gonna be quick. Not to mention the fact that the 360 used DVDs still at the time, whereas the PS3 used Blu-ray. So the thing is that there were a lot of games that actually felt more compressed on the 360, while it looked a little better on the PS3. But that's just me. But go ahead, Neko.
Oh, what I was going to say is also I stuck with the PlayStation. It seems like it was like the best for fighters at the most point.
Well,
you know,
that's only because
correct-
more people played it on there.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, they've always had more fighters on PS3 than 360.
Well, they did, but that's because most good fighting games were from Japan, and PS3 was always more popular in Japan. But ironically enough, Capcom's fighters had more input lag on PS3 than they did on 360. Don't ask me how, but it's been proven.
Yep.
Well, I guess it's like the paid thing. I mean, does that
No,
mean that since they put the pay thing for the gold?
No. I don't mean
Oh.
online. I mean actually in the game there is more input lag.
Yep.
Huh.
Like it's a couple frames, but it's still there, and some people notice it, and that's what makes it sort of like different if you're playing on various platforms. Anyway, let's move on to Nintendo predictions.
Alright.
Ki, do you want to go first?
He went to
Yeah,
go
I
get
did.
some water, so he'll
he
be
did?
back.
Oh, all right then.
So-
Shell, do you want to go first?
Yes, I would like to go first. Alright, so now I'm thinking, let's see, so for Wii, I'm going to talk about Wii U mostly, but there will be some 3DS talk from me. But for Wii U, the stuff that they already announced, like Smash Brothers and Bayonetta X, obviously they're going to come out this year. Same thing with Hyrule Warriors, which looks really good, by the way. It actually might be the best game in the Warriors series, but I'm really impressed with what they're doing with that. But anyhow, I'm thinking when it comes to unannounced games, I know a lot of people desperately want Nintendo to make a new F-Zero and Star Fox. I really think that Star Fox might be likely. F-Zero, on the other hand, I am not so certain that they're going to go back to F-Zero for a while. Metroid, I'm thinking they're finally going to announce a Metroid game, either on 3DS or Wii U. Even though there's still a lot of backlash from Other M, and people don't want, Sakamoto, I believe is his name, to continue making Metroid games. But it remains to be seen as to whether or not they're going to come out with one. And there's still rumors of a new game from Retro Studios to be announced. Shigeru Miyamoto's new IP, which could be on 3DS or Wii U. And other stuff. At this point, I'm just gonna wait and see what they show us for Wii U. 3DS, Smash, Pokemon. What else do they have announced besides those two?
I couldn't
Metroid?
tell you.
Yeah,
No,
I
they
think
haven't
a new
did
Metroid?
they announce one?
No, but I mean prediction.
Well, no, I
what-
thought he was talking about stuff that was already announced.
yeah, I'm gonna get
okay. Already things
Yeah.
that are already announced. Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, but like predictions, it's like 3DS. I'm thinking that they're gonna announce an Advance Wars game, and it's gonna be from the same team as Fire Emblem Awakening, which is Intelligent Systems. But I'm also thinking Intelligent Systems is also going to be working on a Paper Mario game for Wii U, because they're not doing Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem, as that's Atlas. I think that we'll get information for that game there. If not, who knows what's going to happen with that? Same with Your Yoshi. because we haven't heard from both of those games since January 2013. My predictions is that those games are still in development and we'll get info. I think that we're gonna get info for, I'm trying to think of what other Nintendo game has not been localized here. Oh, Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame that was announced for Wii U, I think they're gonna give it one more shot, because Spirit Camera did terribly. So my prediction is we'll get that, and honestly, I'm just gonna be surprised at other things, or maybe not, but KI, you have anything? Any predictions for Nintendo?
Let's see, I predict that I do think we will see something. I think we'll see Majora's Mask 3DS. That's been pretty heavily hinted at. I'm not sure if this is strong enough to be a prediction, but I'm hoping they will have a 2D Mario for 3DS that is not a new Super Mario Brothers game. It's a completely different type of 2D Mario.
Right.
I think we may see the new EAD Tokyo 3D Mario for Wii U, which has, well, they haven't confirmed it's for Wii U, but they hinted at it pretty strongly. I think we might see that at E3. I think we have a good chance of Metroid coming back in some form. I'm really hoping that they are co-developing a Mega Man game. The series really needs that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'm really hoping for Paper Mario Wii U. They've so far actually done a surprisingly even job of alternating between Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario games. So I think we're due for a new Paper Mario. I think it's Star Fox isn't. I'd say Metroid's more likely in Star Fox, but I wouldn't say Star Fox is impossible. I'm hoping Next Level will be reviving something that hasn't been seen in a while, like they did for Punch-Out and Luigi's Mansion. Maybe they could make a Star Fox game or the rumored Metroid for 3DS.
Yeah, I can see that.
And Miyamoto's new IP, which I am... He mentioned an idea he had quite a while ago, like in the GameCube era, that I'd actually really like to see made. I would like he said he could make a game based on, like, conquering fears. Like, each level would be based on a type of phobia. Like, you'd have a really high up platforming level for a fear of heights. You'd have underwater for hydrophobia, stuff like that. I think that could be really interesting, and if you wanted to, I'm sure there are ways you could incorporate the Wii U gamepad into it. And one final thing I'm strongly hoping for is the wonderful 202. I don't know why people call it 102. That's just stupid. So I would really like it if they would confirm that, because Kamiya said he wanted to make one, and Nintendo and Platinum, I'm always a little concerned about them because their games are...
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, we lost
KI?
you.
Yeah, we did lose him.
Is he offline? Could you finish up your thought?
Yes, did I...
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
back.
Yeah, you cut
You're
out.
back. Yeah,
You were
cut
talking
out.
about Platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah, Platinum, I just always get kind of concerned about because of the way they don't seem to have any games that sell incredibly well, so whenever they confirm something, that's always really good for me.
That's good, yeah.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure Bayonetta 2 would do pretty well.
Well,
Yeah.
well, as far as the Wii U goes. But
Yeah.
Ice pick?
I guess I'm up. Okay. There will be a minimum of 3 new Mario games announced. If neither Yarn Yoshi nor Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem show up at E3, I think it's safe to assume that they've been silently canceled.
Okay.
And, I mean, would you agree with that, KI? If
I'd
we see
say-
anything from them, I mean,
I would say there's more reason to be concerned about Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem because of the Atlas thing, but Yarn Yoshi, Nintendo, keep in mind they kept saying Kirby Wii is coming without a single screenshot for like 5 years. And
Now
it
that's
did
what I'm saying, though.
come.
They could. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If they just mention the game's existence, then they're still around. But if they just ignore it, I think they're dead. I think
Okay.
they're both dead if they just totally ignore them.
Okay, but well, it comes down to if you mean like if they don't show any screenshots of them, I would think Yarn Yoshi could still be okay. I mean, I'm sure they will be in the list. I mean, they have consistently been in every upcoming games list Nintendo makes ever since they were announced. They haven't literally ignored them. They just haven't shown a single bit of new information.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying. Let's see. We'll probably get a final American title for X, I think. Let's see. New announcements. I think Metroid is entirely possible. I'd kind of hope for the so-called Metroid Dread project, perhaps on 3DS, I think would be neat.
Yeah.
But, Wii U would also be awesome. Let's see. No F-Zero. Smash will probably get, I'd say at least a release date for the 3DS version, if not both versions will get their final release dates. And of course, additional characters and announcements made on that behalf. I'd say it's entirely possible that we could be seeing a Pac-Man confirmation for Smash Brothers.
But we'll get to Smash later.
Right, of course. I just figured I'd give a quick overview there. Let's see here now. Probably they're going to do another indie showcase, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because that seems to do fairly well for them. They might have, there might be some Sonic Boom news. I say that with Nintendo because it's a Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah.
Maybe some other third-party games, but, I wouldn't hold my breath on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, big announcements, not like, there will probably be more third-party games, but they'll probably just be shitty. They'll be shit that nobody wants.
Or there probably might be stuff that's decent, just something that's just to kill time.
Stuff no one cares about, really. Bayonetta 2 will probably get an American release, or a North American release date. At least I'm hoping, because didn't we recently get one for Japan?
Apparently said something about summer 2014.
I thought it was July.
Might have been July.
Yeah, I think I heard July. Wasn't that recently though? I think they said it like around the time they did that February Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, and to answer your question about calling it the Wonderful 102, it's the same logic that had them call the sequel to the live-action 101 Dalmatians movie 102 Dalmatians.
Yeah, but in Wonderful 101, there are actually parts where you can use 200 characters at once.
Well, okay then, but I think the point that they're getting across there is that it's like how when they were first talking about the sequel to 300, everyone called it 301 and other shit like that. They just figured that it's clever to add a single number to whatever the big number at the end was. Although, I mean, if they want to make me happy, they could just call it the Wonderful 101-2. That'd be fine by me.
Yeah.
And I guess my last prediction is that Nintendo's plan to slow down on producing games for the 3DS is finally going to come to fruition this E3, I think, because they've been discussing it, and I mean, even though the 3DS is doing way better than the Wii U, I guess they figure that it's time to focus on the Wii U to make it work instead of just tending to their better portable market. So that's always possible.
Yeah, especially since they already got 2 heavy hitters on the 3DS coming out this year.
And of course, again to reiterate, I think Star Fox and F-Zero are no-goes.
Okay.
All right, so who wants
Psych.
next? Oh, Psych.
Or Neko. I saw Psych said next. So.
Okay, then Psych, go ahead.
New predictions. Well, okay. Here it goes. More Yarn Yoshi. Yarn Yoshi news. I don't think it's canceled, like Icepick said last night. He did say that.
I did indeed, and I still believe it.
Yeah.
And he also said that Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem also is canceled, unless he hears something about it, unless they mention it. I also think that they probably could they probably show off some new pictures or probably announce a teaser trailer. Probably some. This is a stretch for me, but I really hope for a Kid Icarus Uprising HD remake for the Wii U.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh yes, that would be amazing right there.
Yeah, I think that'd be the first in their lineup of remakes from 3DS to Wii U. Maybe sell some more units. They could be system sellers. No Star Fox. There will not be any Star Fox news for a while. I really hope there's an F-Zero, but that is also stretching it. I mean, it's been a while. It's been since the GameCube era since we've seen this F-Zero game.
Right.
Not counting that anime game that appeared on the DS, was it, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It was Game Boy Advance, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. Smash Brothers probably getting a release date for the Wii U. I don't count on it though. It could be announced at a later date.
What about the 3DS?
The 3DS date would be will be announced.
Yeah.
On E3. Yeah, that's more likely.
Okay.
Since it is in June and it's already, I think.
Yeah, they already said summer, so.
Yeah. What else? Good. What else did you guys mention?
Let's see, Metroid Dread, did you talk about that?
No, definitely Metroid, and I agree with iSpick, it'd be a neat idea. Neat idea to put on a 3DS first, maybe the Wii U, and the 3DS would jump up in sales more than the PS3 or Xbox One, not combined. Maybe, I mean, I think it is more combined already, isn't it? Probably.
You mean Xbox One and PS4?
Yeah.
I think PS4 is on top. I do think it's significantly ahead of the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Wii U is like at 6-something million, whereas PS4 is 7-something.
Yeah, probably increasing right now, but yeah,
I thought it was a lot higher than that. I thought it was like 14 million already.
Oh no, it's nowhere near that.
Nowhere near that. No, it's 7.
Yeah.
All right.
I saw that a week ago, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, Metroid, and definitely new Metroid. That'd be really interesting. I buy that day one if it looks good. Probably will. I don't expect maybe a console Kirby game in the works. I doubt it though.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it would be.
I'd like it if it were a spin-off type game.
Well, the thing about it is they did say something about that they would like to do a 3D style Kirby game.
Oh, Jesus. No, it's like, I know that it's like mean of me to just be like, oh, Jesus to that, but wasn't that like the original idea for Kirby Return to Dreamland, and then they were like, oh my god, we cannot get this to work. Let's just make it a 2D rip-off of Superstar and be done with it.
Well, this time it's different since it's the Wii U. Unless they decide to make one for 3DS. But
how is it different for the Wii U?
It's more powerful than the Wii.
I don't think that was the issue. The issue was that they couldn't get the gameplay to work right.
If they were going for 4 players, then of course it's not going to work right.
I mean, they're also going to announce some indie titles being on the Wii U, and I don't think his iSpick's comment was sarcasm when he said that they seem to be doing well with indie titles.
Oh, I do feel that way. I'm not being sarcastic at all. If I came off that way, then that was not on purpose.
It's just, yeah, you know how you are
Right.
a lot of the time. Yeah.
Of course.
Well, it's always the tone, but go ahead.
It's just and this is a really hopeful one. Now that I brought up Kid Icarus Uprising on the Wii U, Awakening. I mean, it's too soon, but Awakening would be perfect on the Wii U. But
oh wait, do you mean Awakening 2?
Or yeah, you know, like Radiant Dawn was a sequel to Path of Radiance.
Okay, because I you just said Awakening, so I thought you meant like Awakening 2, because you had already said the Awakening HD port.
Yeah.
I'll let you finish your thought.
Yeah,
It's just
Go ahead.
Awakening 2 or an Awakening HD port for the Wii U. For Fire Emblem, for anybody who doesn't get it.
Why not
You know,
both?
Amazing. Would be
So
that'd
what
be
were
cool. Fucking
your pre-
amazing.
So what were your predictions, Neko?
I don't really have that many, and you guys have basically covered most of it. But I do believe that there could be possibly an F-Zero game. Maybe they will probably give it another shot, especially since the game that's something similar like it on Sony, they don't even bother with it anymore.
Right.
A Wipeout.
A Wipeout. Yeah.
So they don't even really bother with it. Sony might think they have a niche there that they could probably come into. Because, I mean, the GameCube games were almost just like Wipeout. Exactly like Wipeout. And am I crazy to want a 2D Metroid game? A
No.
Metroidvania?
No, a lot of people weren't pretty much all of us saying that.
Yeah, Metroid Dread is basically the 2D or 2.5D style Metroid game that a lot of people wanted.
I mean, I want to see an NES or Super Metroid looking game in 3D. Kind of like how 3D Land and stuff is.
Well, let's
Oh,
not
man.
go insane and say NES, but Super Metroid, okay. Metroid Fusion, sure. Metroid Zero Mission, definitely.
Oh, hell yeah.
Of course, everybody here hates the original games.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Well, that's because it didn't have a map and everything got confusing.
Yeah, I think Metroid 2 is confusing too, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all the predictions that are happening. I think that Yan Yoshi is not dead. I mean, all that stuff. I'm hoping we'll see more characters for Smash for E3.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Definitely
I mean,
more veterans.
most likely we'll see some of the returning characters, possibly more than new though.
I could see
If they-
them. I could just see them announcing the final 3 of the original 12.
Yeah, I mean, I can maybe see one more new character, maybe Pac-Man. You know, a new character.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah, the fact that they announced 3 newcomers in E3 last year. Yeah, there's definitely a possibility for 3 or 2. Just
Yeah,
E3.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Of course, in the Brawl trailer, they announced 5 newcomers.
Mm-hmm.
And and I haven't gone into Mario Kart like I used to, but and also I know this will never happen this generation, but I would like to see an actual like how Sega did their Sega All Stars and have like characters in karts from their other series, like
Wait,
Zelda, Metroid.
So basically a Super Smash Kart.
Yeah, that's what I keep calling it. You stole
I mean,
that
that's-
name from me, Shell.
That's
Give it
what I
back.
would like to see someday is like a complete like all-stars racing for Mario Kart where they would have other series other than just the Mario series. Even though I do like the Mario series, I'm just saying spread it out because there's so many more characters that could be used.
Definitely.
Yeah. Cause like I feel the same way, but instead about Smash Kart, like I've actually thought about like an RPG style game with like Nintendo characters, but not a turn-based game, but rather yet like it's more of an action RPG.
How would that work?
So would it be kind of like
Secret of Mana.
No, I was going to say. Oh wait, you wanted it to be an action RPG?
He said
Yeah.
action RPG, so that's
Oh,
why I
because
said
I was
Secret
almost
of Mana.
thinking I was thinking he would want it to be more like how that Capcom game was.
Oh, Namco Cross Capcom?
Or Project Cross Zone.
Yeah, I thought you'd want it like that, but I,
I
don't
do-
know
I
how.
could see that. That'd be interesting,
I
but
think the Project Cross Zone engine could actually work.
I mean, the only issue with that is that Nintendo's already got like 2 big, strategy RPG series.
Yeah. Although they do own like the studio that co-developed the game.
That's true. They do own Monolith Soft.
Yeah, and one last thing about Nintendo before we move to Sony. I will say I really think that when you said minimum of 3 Mario games, I'm gonna say that I would say yes, but I'm thinking one of them is gonna be a platformer for 3DS, like Ki said. That's not
I wasn't saying that they'd all be platformers. I just mean that there are going to be 3 games with Mario in the title. I don't think that's exactly like.
no.
I don't think that's going overboard.
Dude, I know what you said. I'm just saying, like, for my personal piece, I think that it's gonna be a 2D platformer, like hey, I said, that's not New Super Mario Brothers. It'll be something completely different.
That'd be nice.
And the other two, I'm thinking one of them is going to be a sports game, and probably for Wii U, since 3DS already got like 2. And the other one would probably be Mario Party Wii U. That's what I'm guessing.
Okay, one last thing on Nintendo before I let Neko do Sony. For those of you out there watching this, tell your local Nintendo developer that Uncle Professor Icepick wants you to make Doki Doki Panic 2.
Actually, that's what I would like to see myself, but wouldn't it be just like a new Mario?
I'm fine with that. I'm just calling it Doki Doki Panic 2 because Nintendo literally screwed the pooch on like the perfect thing they could have made out of New Super Mario Bros. 2. Instead, they made it a crappy, like...
We've been through this. If you're allowed to hate it for that, I'm allowed to hate Mega Man 10 for not being Mega Man X.
But yeah, I mean, I think they did a good job when it came to 3D World. It was like a sequel to World and Super Mario Bros. 2, but I would like to see a new like a sequel kind of series, even though I think 3D World is the closest we're gonna get, Ice.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I can dream, damn it.
But I did like, that was by far on the NES my favorite Mario game, especially even more than 3, even though a lot of people love 3. The only thing that I loved about 3 is my favorite villain debut, and that's it.
Wait. I just thought of one last fun thing we can do with Nintendo before we move on. Everyone name your long shot hope at E3 2014 from Nintendo.
Okay, I guess I'll go first on that one. Yeah. Alright. If we're gonna do long shot hopes...
Just make it short, man. Come on. Like, just say the name of the game. Spit it out, man.
Okay, get back to me. I'll be last.
Alright,
actually.
K.I.?
Mega Man N.
Neko.
Does it have to be a Nintendo game?
No.
A new Mega Man X game.
Alright, Psych.
A new F-Zero game on the Wii U.
Okay, Shell.
Okay, how about, like, getting those guys that were working on that game called, Shadows of the Eternals and make a new Eternal Darkness game?
Alright, I've got you all beat. Star Tropics 3.
No, Eternal Darkness is better.
No, it isn't.
I'm joking.
I've already won.
That game,
I've already won. Okay, Neko, what do you think's gonna happen with Sony?
Well, I'm hoping that we'll see some more footage, or at least get some more ideas of what we'll see of the, upcoming titles that we're all looking forward to. Well, not all of us. Some of us are looking forward to, like the Kingdom Hearts 3. I highly doubt we'll see any footage, but maybe we'll hear some talk about it. And hopefully we'll see some more on the new Final Fantasy coming out, which is going to be a completely different Final Fantasy altogether. It's an action RPG, right?
Yeah.
Sort of. Can I interrupt Neko for a second, though?
Go ahead.
I've heard a rumor, and this may have nothing behind it, but I've heard a rumor that Square Enix is considering doing PC ports of both Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'll tell you the truth, I would not mind that at all. I would probably still get it on PS3 though.
PS4.
PS4?
Yeah,
PS4. Yeah, I would probably still get it on PS4. I mean, remember how people acted when Final Fantasy games were on the 360 and stuff. Square fans I'm talking.
Wait, I don't... What does that have to do with getting it on PS4 though? Are you afraid that they're gonna kill you if you buy it on the wrong platform?
No.
Because that's entirely possible. Square Enix fans are insane.
I'm sure that it is possible. I mean, I would probably get it for both, to tell you the truth. I mean, I think that I'm going to stick to PCs and, PS3 for now. And maybe PS4. I mean, there's not very many games on the PS4 at the moment. I'm hoping for more games. That's the big thing right there. Like, more games that will be on the PS4 that will get me to buy it. I mean... You can interrupt for 1 second, Ki, just to say what will get you to buy PS4.
The quickest thing they could do would be to announce Jak 4. If they have Jak 4 releasing this fall, I will buy a PS4 this fall.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for, I'm sure that they'll probably still make these games on the PS3, but maybe on the PS4. A new Disgaea game. they've already made Disgaea 4 and Disgaea D2.
Didn't they announce Disgaea 5 on something already?
No, you just told me that it's in development. The last link you ever gave me about that. It was in development. That doesn't really say what platform it's going to be on, but there's a very good chance it could be just on PS3.
Okay, that's fair.
But if it's on PS4, that's almost a system seller for me right there.
Good luck scrounging up to $400 for that then.
Yeah, I know. More fighters. There's so many exclusives out in Japan that they just don't want to release out here.
I can explain that one actually. The reason that they're not. You mean country exclusives? My bad.
Yeah, like Japanese. Like say that fighter. Isn't that for PS4 or is that for PS3?
Which one?
The fighter that Sega's making.
Oh no, that's on PS3.
Oh, it is. Oh. I mean, I wish that are we still hearing stuff from the, for PS3 new releases?
Yeah, we are, and actually that game is on PS3, and the only reason I think that it's not coming to US, you're talking about the anime fighter, right?
Right.
I think it's because they can't get all the rights in America, and I think that's the main reason why it's not coming here.
Isn't that always the case? That's
of course.
Pretty much why.
Well, yeah, of course. That's what I'm just telling you. That it's not like out of any malice or like, haha, stupid Americans. I think it's all just due to rights issues. So if you're going to be angry at anyone, Neku, be angry at the people that import your Japanese animes from China.
I actually am angry. I think copyright laws are kind of ridiculous. I think everybody in here can agree with that, right?
Well, yeah, but probably not to the degree that you do.
I can see it making sense.
I'm over it. But, there's nothing we can do. New games, that's what I'm really hoping for the PS4 is more games. Something to sell me. I mean, hell, if there's a game on there that can sell Ice Pick, then that's something. I'm sure that won't. There
are 2 games on there that I would kind of want.
Well, wait for your turn. I just wanted KI.
Well, these are games that are already out.
Oh.
Resogun and Infamous Second Son. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and basically that's all I really can say right now. I mean, I've said my piece on the major titles, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 3, and, maybe a possible new Disgaea game, and maybe some more fighters. But other than that, I have nothing. So, who wants to go next?
I guess I will.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. The main thing I want is platformers. Hoping they'll announce a Sly 5 because Sly 4 ended on a cliffhanger, and although I don't think it sold that well, they announced a Sly movie, so I don't think it's unreasonable to think one could come. Jack 4, I don't have anything to base on actually coming. That's the thing Sony could do to get me to buy a PS4 quick.
Yeah. Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to say something after that. Go ahead.
But what I want to say is there's one more game that I'm hoping that gets announced is a new Ratchet and Clank game. That will get me to buy a PS4 as well. I mean, what was the last one?
It was actually last year, but I think a new Ratchet and Clank is very likely. I think that also has a movie coming out, and Sony's always treated that a lot better than its other series.
I'm really hoping for a new Ratchet and Clank game. I always loved that series.
It's not. I'm just gonna add this for a bit. This is like you don't have to hope. I mean, it's really expected that a new Ratchet and Clank would be coming in the next gen game.
Yeah,
it's
weird. Like my hopes for Ratchet and Clank games aren't that they'll come. I know they'll come. I just want them to keep being platformers because they kind of went away for that for a bit, then came back. So
wasn't the last one kind of? Go ahead.
I was just going to say to KI that as for Sly 5, how do you know that the movie isn't Sly 5?
Because when I asked for Sly 5, that's obvious.
No, but I mean, how do you know that's not going to be the conclusion to Sly 4's cliffhanger?
I really don't think they would make a theatrical release that depended on a previous game, especially one that didn't sell that well, to be understood. I think the movie is most likely going to be
a retelling of the first game?
Yeah, it'll be based on the first game.
Okay, fair enough.
And did the last Ratchet and Clank do really, really badly?
No, it was actually good. It was actually one of the better ones. The main reason it's not one of the top tier ones is it was released as a budget game. It was really short, like about a third the size of A Crack in Time.
I think what he meant was that did it sell well?
I'm not sure. I don't.
Well, I mean, I missed on that one because I really wanted to get it, but the second to the last one really sucked. Isn't that the one where you had to play as all 4 characters?
That was the third to last one.
Oh.
They had a really bad tower defense game between that, but the one that came out last year got the series back on track, so a PS.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, the
good.
4-player one wasn't the last one? That game didn't, put this series in stasis?
No,
No.
it was in 2011.
Jesus fucking fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of
That series
games.
can't die.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Sykes
games.
right, this series can't die.
Yeah, and so for other Sony things I want, I'd like a new God of War, something to make up for Ascension, which they basically it did not feel anywhere near the level of the previous ones. I think they should probably. I'm tired of prequels. Just go ahead and make a new one. Maybe go to the Norse gods like everyone wants them to.
Shit, do like Chinese or Japanese gods. That'd be fun.
A crossover with Asura.
Oh yeah, exactly. There you go. I thought that Asura would have been good if it were an actual game.
And for third-party PS4 games, I am looking forward to seeing more of Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15. Square has actually been doing pretty good with action RPGs recently, so I think those both have potential. I would like. Let's see. I'd like a new Rayman platformer announced. I mean, Ubisoft went out of their way to kill Legends, but they also went out of their way to kill Origins, and they still made a sequel. So hopefully the series can survive. And I don't know what they're going to do with Vita. I think they're going to ignore it because Vita has pretty much reached Xbox Japanese levels of just completely being ignored in North America.
What about all those people on the message board that keep on going, hey, I want more Vita games. Hey, that guy's right. I want more Vita games too. Hey, I also want more video games. Yeah, video games are the best.
Yeah, and we won't specify which message board we're talking about. I mean, we know what we're talking about, but we're not going to say anything in fear of backlash.
I think the Vita is still a relevant platform in North America and Europe.
Well, the problem is those 4 strawmen are the only 4 people who still play Vita in North America. And so Sony basically just has to, if they want to announce a price drop, that would be great. It would probably push up when I got a PS4, but I do not think that they are in desperate need of one. I think the edge over Xbox One is going to last. I can't really see that changing. So basically, they just have to give people they just have to announce some games so that people who aren't buying the system out of hype will have a reason to get it.
Okay, go ahead, Syke. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, basically Square Enix games for PS4. I'm not sure I'll be getting it this year, though. And there's some news regarding Kingdom Hearts 3, is that Gilbert Gottfried is currently recording his Iago.
That is... Hold on a second. Shit, I almost said it. I can't do it right now. That's wonderful! I can't... I used to be able to do a good one. I think
you did it
people...
for one sentence and lost it.
Yeah. He basically updated today that he was recording. So...
I fucking love Gilbert Gottfried.
So he might... So, in possibility, E3 could announce the release date for Kingdom Hearts 3, or at least when it would come out.
I know, aren't they not going to really work on that until they're done with Final Fantasy 15?
Yeah, they said that a while ago regarding Versus 13. It was,
Yeah, they've obviously gone back on that. I don't think when they said that they expected Versus 13 to take this long, because they said they showed a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, so they've already done more on it before releasing Versus 13 than they originally said.
I guess.
And Sly 5, I'm not really. I played the second one, and it was okay.
The second is the worst one.
I played a demo of it, and it was okay to me, but I wasn't a fan of the series. So Sly 5 would be down the line, not this year.
I don't know why that was so funny.
I thought it was okay. Sly 5 was the worst one. I mean, Sly 2.
Sly 2 was the worst one.
Like,
I don't know why that was so funny, but it was.
And I really do would like a new Jak game. Jak and Daxter. I always have been interested in that franchise. And when I saw gameplay of Jak 2, I thought it looked really awesome. It was just visually appealing to me. But I don't know if you've seen the announcement trailer for Jak and Daxter on PlayStation All Stars. I don't know if you've seen that video.
Wait, really? I didn't think they were adding any more new characters.
No, I mean Jak and Daxter were already.
Oh, no! If I did, I forgot it.
It's really dull.
I can see that.
I'm just gonna make comparison videos. I'm just gonna make comparisons with announcement trailers for characters from Super Smash Brothers and PlayStation All Stars when the Smash discussion comes up.
Actually, no. Can I just bring up something really quick?
Yeah.
I have to admit, I thought that Parappa's voice acting in PlayStation All Stars was hilarious. It was like, yo, 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 M-I-X to flow into the bowl. He sounded as awkward as he did in the game, and he was doing it. I don't think he was doing it on purpose. He just sounded like there was no rhythm or soul to it. Yo, 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 I gotta believe. Shit like that. It's horrible.
Yeah. And of course there will be more Ratchet & Clank games. I don't know about God of War because I think God of War 3 looked cool. I didn't have it though. I mean, I heard a lot of good things from friends.
I think Ascension might have really hurt the franchise.
Yeah, I don't know how it did in sales, so...
No, I just mean in general.
Yeah. It's just that, I don't know. I haven't been following the God of War series since God of War 3 came out. And, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to the Square Enix games, but Final Fantasy 15... I think is confirmed to come out on the Xbox One.
Yeah, they both were.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 also as well, yeah. I don't know. I think I'd be leaning towards Xbox One at that point, since they're multi-platform, not exclusive to PlayStation 4. But yeah, I guess Neko's next. I mean, not Neko, Shell.
Yeah,
well,
next.
Okay. So... my thing with Sony is they're gonna just pull the same crap as always. Where they're gonna try to find a way to win the fans over once again like they did in 2013. Let's not, to people watching thinking that I'm in denial that Sony is definitely good guys, let's not pretend that they were gonna keep the DRM under the bus, because obviously they did that. But who was to say that they weren't going to do the same thing that Microsoft would have done?
That was a point I actually brought up before.
I know,
remember when we had heated discussions about that?
Yeah.
We were having a
Kay got really angry at me. In fact, after the Xbox One announcement, like after that whole thing at the last E3, I just kept on saying like Sony DRM. I just kept chanting that, and he was like, "Stop saying that, Ice Pick." I mean, like, Sony DRM, Sony DRM, Sony DRM, Sony DRM. He just got really freaked out by that.
So honestly, like this whole thing, I really feel that it sucks that there's no proof or any evidence that shows that Sony was 100% doing the whole DRM thing. There's just been mentions, but no proof, no evidence. Because honestly, I really think that the difference between Microsoft and Sony is that while Microsoft was at least more upfront about it, I had the impression that Sony was not going to tell you. They're just going to be like, oh, it's there. And then they would expect people to buy the console and it would just be there, and then you can't even sue them because you agree to whatever terms of service they're going to have. Honestly, I'm just rambling.
So what are your predictions then?
Well, I actually had something to say about that. No one's saying that Sony would have refused to do it out of the goodness of their heart, but the fact is that Microsoft was clearly more committed to it. Microsoft had the chance to stop what happened. If at E3 they had said this would have been a lie, but they could have said, we listened to our fans and we didn't know how much you hated DRM, so we are removing it from Xbox One. And then Sony would have looked like complete idiots if they had made their big announcement that PS4 would play used games. So if Microsoft and Sony were both equally committed to it, Microsoft would have stopped it there. Sony may not have done it out of the goodness of their hearts, but they were less determined to kill used games than Microsoft was, and that can be demonstrated. I think Neko also had something to say about this.
Yeah, the only thing I have to say, and I stick by this because I don't trust either of the company, if Sony ever went first and told them about the DRM, I'm pretty sure Microsoft would have tried to sweep it underneath the thing and made themselves the heroes.
Oh, I wouldn't have been, if they would have been acting the way Sony did, like, at E3, I wouldn't have been happy with them either.
Yeah, I'm just saying that neither one of them is that great of a company. I'm pretty sure if Sony have went first instead of Microsoft, it would have been the same thing, just the opposite. That's all I really have to say.
But like, I even told people that if Nintendo were the ones doing this too, I would have been mad. And people would be like, no, you're just full of crap. No, I literally would have been pissed off. I wouldn't have had the Wii U if they would have done that.
I was one of those people who said he was full of crap.
Of course, because of course you were, but Syke, you had a thought that you wanted to bring out.
Right.
It's just that I think if that did happen, if Microsoft would have put everything, back to the way it was, like no DRM, I think, holy crap, people would still be pissed off.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, they still
are.
Yeah,
and the fact that they announced it in their, they announced it after they revealed the Xbox One, not even E3. People were pissed off, and I think it was too late.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, even if they put it under the rug later, people would have still been pissed off, and they would have been in denial that Microsoft is lying. They would have just blatantly stated that Microsoft lied.
I think the one thing that turned me off from the Xbox One was the camera thing. That's creepy.
Kinect?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had control over it. At least that's what I've been with.
The NSA thing.
The NSA thing?
That's just freaking creepy.
Well, they did finally remove that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if Microsoft had at E3 gone back, like I said, I would not have believed them when they inevitably said, well, we really didn't know that you were against this, but I would not have been as angry at them as I was. Because when they removed it later, I was still angry at them mainly because it was very clear that the only reason they took it away was because they realized they wouldn't get away with it. There wasn't even plausible deniability of, well, we didn't know that people hated this so much. They were perfect. If people at E3 had gone, well, Rise is so great that we're okay with the DRM, it would still be there. That's what they tried to do.
Well, Shell, do you have predictions?
No.
Alright then I guess it's my turn. Okay, let me set the stage for everyone. So it's Sony's big E3 conference, right? Here are the new features for the PS4 that I believe they will announce, and everyone who is a PS4 owner will totally take.
Okay.
In order to access PlayStation Plus on the PS4, they will be cranking the price up to $100 per month, and in order to use it, you need to use a special Sony razor-tip dildo peripheral shoved all the way into your rectum in order to use PlayStation Plus. And they can tell if it's not up there. And if you try to have one of your friends with you and you both try to use it without both of you having that thing up there, it's not gonna fly. No siree. Let's see here now. Sony will also be activating the DVD shred feature, where every time you finish it playing a video game, it will literally shred up the disc and spit it out, forcing you to buy a new one. And don't feel left out, digital customers, because there will also be a similar thing where not only will games be deleted from your library if you beat them if they were digital, they will be charged an additional $30 payment fee for forcing Sony out of the goodness of their hearts to delete these games. Because you people don't know just how much Sony loves you.
Okay, please stop projecting what you know Steam is going to do onto Sony.
Since when does Steam use discs?
Oh. Yikes.
Obviously, they're going to introduce discs. I'm making the discs. They're for my new Vapor service.
Jeez.
I hate that name so much.
Oh man, I was gonna. How come? I really thought I was gonna make a dildo joke too. I didn't know you were gonna do it.
Well, I was thinking about it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Real predictions. Blah blah blah. Third party titles. Blah blah blah. Vita will not be dead. Blah blah blah. Vita TV will never hit America. Blah blah blah. Jack and Daxter is dead forever. Blah blah blah. Sly 5 might happen. The Last of Us 2 will definitely be confirmed. I could see them announcing another David Cage game. Definitely. And they will definitely have one of those stupid sizzle reels at the beginning of the thing where it just shows a bunch of random crap.
Montages!
I love their montage. The montage is my favorite part. Sony PlayStation means more to me than life itself. I'd kill my parents for Sony.
And stop projecting what you would do to get rid of Sony.
What about all those videos of those fake people that's like, oh my god, the PlayStation is the best thing in the world. You're not a gamer if you don't like PlayStation.
Wait, those videos are fake?
No.
I thought they just filmed them on NeoGAF.
Yeah,
that's right, NeoGAF. Come at me.
Why would NeoGAF be on film?
Well, they think they're the most important source of gaming news on the internet.
They're not allowed into E3 this year.
They're not
I
going
thought
to E3.
Microsoft gave them a pass.
Well, that's just Microsoft.
That was the best thing Microsoft could have ever done. Oh, I heard that no one from NeoGAF is going to be at E3. But you can have some passes for us. You don't even have to say anything nice about us. It's like, I'd rather die, because I'm a neckbeard.
Okay, so final word for Sony?
Final word for Sony. It'll make a lot of people excited, but not me, because I don't really care about their shit.
Don't care. We'll talk if you guys can somehow manage to come up with some amazing exclusives, but you're probably not going to, so don't care.
You know what? Get Darkstalkers 4 and Jamalami 2, and we'll talk.
Give me Jumping Flash 3. You know what?
Wasn't there a Jumping Flash 3 in Japan?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there was? Okay,
yeah.
4.
Actually, you know what? Just bring out Jumping Flash 3 on PSN Classics.
Not good enough.
Well, I would like to have a Darkstalkers 4 for sure. But there's something else I've been wanting, but I almost feel bad for wanting.
What?
A new Alice game. But that's
Talk to
EA.
EA about that.
Talk
EA
to
is
them.
not a good company anymore. I wish American McGee would leave them.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
I think, don't they own the IP anyway?
I'm not sure.
American McGee, I don't think even made Alice Madness Returns. A Chinese company called Spicy Horse did. So I don't.
No,
know.
that is American McGee's company. American McGee is from China.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to explain it.
Yes, that is very confusing.
Don't ask me to explain it. Not only is American McGee a person, but he's from China.
From Japan.
Like, Neko will back me up on this.
Yes, it is.
Because I'm actually right. And that's the scary part.
Alright,
Alright, so that's
now,
E3.
So now we go into Smash Brothers.
Okay, so Smash Brothers. I guess the first real topic here would be, hey, I've got an idea on how to do this. Let's start by talking about returning characters who we think has a chance of coming back that hasn't already been announced. Last night, or yesterday, we of course saw that Ike was revealed, much to the chagrin of our very own Shell Shock. Who literally started weeping like a little girl when this when
that's
he
not
was
that's
revealed.
not what happened. That's not what happened.
Are you guys gonna start chanting now, you and Psych?
We
Okay,
like
so-
Ike.
Ike.
We like Ike.
Okay, there we go.
Now the seniors in the back.
We like Roy.
Alright,
We
so-
like Roy. Actually,
Okay.
you know what? Bring back Roy too.
Okay, can I speak,
Go
please?
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Alright, one, stop making assumptions about me that aren't true. Two, the fact that you just said that, now I actually hope Wolf comes back just to get you mad.
Wouldn't that spite you too? You're literally
that-
cutting off the nose to spite the face.
At that point, I don't care anymore because honestly, I really think that Lucas is probably going to come back at this point.
That's
I wish
stupid.
that they would bring one of the girls back. Back, please. Bring one of the girls from Fire Emblem. Earthbound.
Earthbound. See, the only issue with that is that they gave Ness Paula's moveset, which I don't know why that happened, but
Alright, so let's be serious right now. Let's just get
Alright.
cause like we were out of order.
alright. Okay then, so I guess let's just go on a character by character basis, go yay, nay. How does that sound?
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
format? Okay, so let's start with the remaining three from the original 12. Jigglypuff.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
What about not Lucas, but
Ness.
Ness?
Ness?
Yeah, I could see him coming back.
Double
Yeah,
yay.
yay.
Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
Yay.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. let's see.
Okay, so I guess that brings us to Melee.
Ganondorf?
Yay.
Yay.
It's like he's
Yeah.
probably gonna come back, but I hope they give him a new moveset, but they aren't going to, so.
Alright.
Dr. Mario.
Nay.
Well, yay,
Costume.
but
Costume
a
would
costume.
be nice. I'd like a costume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give
costume.
him the what are they called, like mega vitamins
Yeah.
instead of the fireballs. Pichu.
No.
Yay.
no.
Yay.
Yay.
Fuck
Yeah.
no.
No, I like that theory on the internet that Brawl's Pikachu is just the Pichu from Melee after he evolved. No one else heard that?
Yeah, I know that theory.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Good. I just want to. Okay, let's see here now. Falco.
Nay.
Good. It's-
Yay. Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
He's
come
probably
back.
going to come back.
He's
Yeah.
a fan favorite. He's gonna come back.
He's a fan
gonna-
favorite.
As long as they don't bring the frog in, I don't care if he's in.
I don't think that they're ever going to bring in Slippy.
Thank God.
No, he's not gonna come in. No.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
I just said he's annoying.
Well, yeah, of course. I actually like it, like, sometimes on the stage in Melee, they would have them, have little conversations. They would. You remember?
That's why I'm smirking and laughing.
I remember they do that all the time. They could be like, watch out for enemies, Fox!
Now that raises a question, since Snake is probably gone, who should trigger the conversations now?
Yes.
Let's get back to that.
Yeah,
let's save that for newcomers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Mewtwo.
I'm okay
that's
with
a
Mewtwo,
toss-up.
but I'm not
wait,
sure.
I thought we were just going to do like, who do you think is going to come back?
I
Like,
don't think
would
he'll
you
come
want
back at this point.
I
I don't think
he's
he's
gonna
coming
come
back either.
Yeah,
Greninja pretty much like killed that, I think.
Yeah.
We were all like,
Pretty much.
oh hey, Mewtwo's back! Nope.
I mean, I don't think Greninja deconfirms Mewtwo, but I'm not going to hold my breath at this point.
I mean, with Greninja, it's 5 Pokemon reps.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Wigglypuff's pretty much mandatory.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mr. Game & Watch. Fuck
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like, I'll be angry if
Yay.
he doesn't come back.
I would like him to come back
legitimately be
because I
angry.
missed out on Brawl. So
Ice Climber.
I don't know.
That's a
I,
toss-up, big
I-
time.
I would like to see them come back.
No,
I mean,
I thought we were saying whether or not we thought they were coming back.
I'm thinking that they're going to come back.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess Rosalina and Luma kind of deconfirmed that whole rumor that, they're kicking out Ice Climbers because they can't do 2 characters at once, but...
Yeah, I think they'll come back. I don't think Nintendo's going to cut out any Soul Series reps, with the obvious exception of Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, who else are we missing from Melee? Well, Young Link is Toon Link now, so who cares?
Yeah.
Who else do we got there? Who else are we
We
missing?
like Roy! We like Roy!
I don't think Roy's gonna come
Yeah, I
back,
don't think
but
so,
if
too.
Nintendo is hearing this and they decide, I would like it to bring back Roy, just to troll the KI. I'd be totally okay with it. I don't know why it would troll you.
I didn't play a Fire Emblem game until like 2 months ago. I really have very little preference.
I really liked Roy. I preferred using Roy over Marth, and I know I'm kind of alone on that, but
All
whatever.
right. Let's see other Melee characters that
Let's see, who did we miss? Did we miss anyone?
I think we got everybody.
I think we
That
did. Could someone like look up the? You know what? I'll do it. I'll look up the character select.
Sonic's already confirmed.
Oh, anybody remember that?
Oh
That was
God,
kinda-
I love that old thing.
that April Fool's
Yeah, the
thing.
April Fool's joke.
That was
It's
awesome.
so fake. Like, the picture of Sonic, he's not facing to the side. They literally copy-pasted him in the middle of a jump from Sonic Adventure 2.
It was just so real to me. I saw it in a barber shop, and and I was like, "Oh, you have to do this, Cruel Melee," and I went home and did it, and it took me a while, but I eventually did.
Yeah,
and
that's all of
nothing
them.
happened.
That's
Well,
all of them. Sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Well, apparently people just did it for fun, and I guess people actually managed to do the Cruel Melee on a daily basis just because of the fact that they gotten better, all because of that April Fool's joke. But go ahead.
But yeah, we did end up getting everyone from Melee. So I guess on to Brawl then.
Lucas.
No. Fuck no.
Okay.
At this point, I don't care.
Let's see, Wario? I
Yeah.
can see
Yeah.
Wario coming back.
Yeah,
He'll
I'm
be
sure
back.
he's there.
I mean,
Um,
I felt that they should have put him in Melee, but the fact that they put him in Brawl, which was cool, so he stays. He stays.
Pokemon trainer. Probably
Well,
not.
Well,
Yeah.
Probably not.
it's not going to happen now because Charizard is already on his own, and I don't think Squirtle or Ivysaur will come in.
Ivysaur. I feel bad for Ivysaur.
I feel bad for Squirtle, but I'm happy we got Greninja.
Of course
so
you feel bad for Squirtle, but I feel bad for Ivysaur because it's like, no one ever used
I think you
Ivysaur.
just have to accept that grass starters are the Applejack of Pokemon.
I like Applejack.
except
Yes,
for like,
that is the point.
I would say Venusaur's getting popular now.
Why? His
It-
X
it-
form is like the dumbest
Yeah,
thing ever.
Venusaur's actually shining moment was 5th gen, because back then you could have Infinite Sun in standard play, so it could use its new ability. Now there's no more Infinite Sun. So
Yeah, but the Mega Evolution like makes it so that it reduces damage to all ice and fire attacks, which is actually pretty good.
Oh,
and
that
since
is good.
and since Venusaur is bulky as it is, it actually helps.
Okay, how about Rob?
Yes.
Yay.
I really hope Rob comes back.
I'd be okay with Rob.
Okay, let's get this out of the
Okay.
way. Wolf, no, but
I
whatever.
hope not, but
I'd
As
rather
a-
have Wolf than Falco.
Okay, what about
Here's a concession. What if they gave Falco Wolf's moveset?
That wouldn't make any sense.
Why wouldn't it?
Because Wolf, like, his thing was that he fought like a wolf. Like, he was on all fours, and he scratched and stuff.
What? I don't
Yeah, you
remember that at all.
You didn't notice?
I didn't know.
You didn't play it then?
I didn't-
at all?
Why the fuck would I play as a clone
Yeah,
of Fox?
We've had this discussion. You think he's less of a clone than Falco, but you've never played as him, so you didn't know that.
Wait, I thought I said I thought he was more of a clone than Falco.
I played as him, but I did not like his gameplay style at all.
Okay, and of course, I guess the last one is Snake. No.
It,
I
no,
think he's pretty
not-
much been deconfirmed.
no,
Yeah.
not because I don't want him, but because of the fact that it's not going to happen at this point.
I know it's not going to happen, but if they could have a Konami rep, it would have to be something from Castlevania.
I want
But-
Simon Belmont.
Oh my god, yes, Simon Belmont. That would be
Yes.
like one of my mains if he was in it. I would, if they make him play like Super Castlevania 4 style with a Smash Brothers style gameplay, then sign me up because
That'd
I would
make-
love that.
That'd actually
Yeah.
make a lot of
Yeah,
sense. I
I
can
would
see
want
that
it.
happening.
I would want his intro to say, Simon Belmont can finally whip in 8 directions again.
And like you know like those event matches that they have on the side where you could just do those many things. I really think that they should have an event match where if they do have Simon Belmont in it, have him, Pit, and Mega Man all in it because Captain
Fighting
Union,
against Mother Brain?
they fight against Mother Brain and then like the assist trophy. They have to have these characters as assist trophies: Eggplant Wizard, King Hippo, and Dr. Wily.
I think that Mega Man's only going to get one assist trophy.
Well,
We
yeah.
already know what that is. Okay, so new characters. I don't know how we should do this one. Maybe
Let's-
like
Let's start with the ones that are already confirmed. Let's just talk about them real
okay.
quick.
Mega Man was the jackpot. He was the character
Yeah.
I wanted the most.
Yes.
Yes, it was. He was my number one.
He was
basically.
everyone's number one,
The
except for
golden-
Capcom.
He's basically the golden ticket, the golden goose, whatever you want to call it. He's the one a lot of people wanted.
Wii
the
Fit
fact that a lot of
Trainer, on
people-
the other hand, actually, I kind of like, I liked Wii Fit Trainer when she was announced.
It was like,
Yeah, go ahead. Shell.
I'm gonna set the record straight, and Neko, whatever thought you have, you can say it right after. So Wii Fit Trainer, the minute that I first heard about this, like my friends and I were just like, "What the fuck is going on?" So, like, we thought that it was just some random rumor, and then later on, we looked at a trailer for it, and we went from like, "Huh?" to, "Oh, this looks interesting. I actually want to try her out."
Fun fact, Shell has an irrational hatred of the Wii Fit Trainer because she helps women lose weight.
No, not true at all. If anything, she has a nice ass.
I thought you thought she was too skinny.
No, that was Dory who said that. I probably said something else, but not related to this.
All
but
right.
Yeah,
So,
on the
yeah.
Wii Fit Trainer, I had no real thing on her because I didn't know much about her because I remember I missed out on the Wii, so
'Cause, like-
I didn't know was it an actual character.
because like Wii
not
Fit, there's really not much there's really not much personality for her, but they're gonna give her some in this game, like, because obviously she's a yoga or fitness instructor, so.
I
That's
do
it.
like that they have the whole male and female thing though.
I like that she's kind of a bitch. Well, she is. You saw the trailers.
Yeah, the
Okay,
reveal
how is
trailer.
she a bitch? Because
Okay, let's see here now. Mario, Kirby, and Link were all doing warm-ups, and then she just knocked all their asses up.
Yep.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
come on. How is that not a bitch move?
So she
Exactly.
was fat-shaming Mario and Kirby.
Exactly.
And Link is like, and who knows what Link was doing. Let's see,
I'm
next
hoping Link
character.
is better in this.
So the villager, like, cause here's the thing about the villager. Back in the Brawl days, Sakurai said something about how he wasn't so sure as to how an Animal Crossing would work, like an Animal Crossing character would work. But then, like, he just thought outside the box with Villager, and It seems like he's gonna be fun.
I'm happy they gave him a female skin. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know
fact
why,
that they
but
get-
that was pretty cool.
The fact that they did that was pretty cool. Because I knew, like, if they were gonna do that for Wii Fit Trainer, that they were gonna do it for Villager. So let's see. But yeah, Villager's pretty cool.
Yeah, his fighting style and his movements are actually I'm most interested in after Mega Man. I think that he would have one of the most versatile movements in the game.
I mean, you can literally pick up people's projectiles and throw them back at them. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with Little Mac, I'm just gonna say Little Mac for a bit, is that I think he's gonna be one of the quicker characters in the game, and that I think he'd be a little OP.
He would be. But speaking of Little Mac, I guess we'll go to him next. So Little Mac, oh my god, yes. The minute that they revealed Little Mac, I was so fucking excited about it.
It was really cool. And then Japan had to ruin it all, going all like, who the fuck is Little Mac? Why doesn't Nintendo use recognizable characters like Takamaru, or the guy from Sute Hakun, or the Detective Club from Famicom Detective Club? Who the fuck is a Little Mac?
Well, what if they had wanted a well-known, respected character like Mike Jones or the guy from Urban Champion?
You know, the sad thing is, I don't think Japan ever got Star Tropics at
Nope.
all.
But
So, you kind of backfired there.
remember the first trailer for Smash where like they had a boxing ring?
Yeah.
I instantly thought that that was gonna be a punch out stage and Little Mac was gonna come in.
Yeah, I thought that too, and I was like, no, there was one time in the series history where a game got a stage but not a character, so Little Mac isn't confirmed.
I didn't
Yeah,
say,
I was like the only
I
one
didn't
who
say
cared.
that. I mean, what I thought is that I thought it was a Kirby stage.
What happened, Neko?
Sorry, Nick.
I was like the only one who wasn't as hyped for Little Mac as much as everybody else was. I mean, I'm okay with him in there and everything. I don't hate the character or anything. I was just not as hyped as everybody else was.
Neko
Even though I
confirmed
think,
his
the
Weeaboo.
new skin is kind of cool, though.
Yeah,
the
the
one-
wireframed one.
Supposedly, like, dibbed
Oh,
on.
yeah, I called dibs on that, the wireframe.
Well, then I guess you and I will never play each other when you picked. Because that's the only way
Why
I
would
can
we
play
do
as
mirror matches?
Yeah, well, if they have the red color wireframe, then no one's gonna stop me from using that.
I think it'd be really cool. I mean, 1v1 matches are fine and all, but it's just, I think the really chaotic matches would be 4 players with all items on any stage. Those matches are pretty fun. So.
I do like that Nintendo threw in a no fun allowed online mode.
Oh yeah.
It is a no fun allowed.
Okay.
Who the hell
Didn't
was
Nick
the
get
item?
mad?
Nick got really offended when we kept on calling it that.
Yeah.
He got incredibly offended by that, and I thought that was
weird.
funny.
we
I thought
still
it was
got,
weird.
we still got the other 2 characters we want to talk about before we go to who we would like to see from new.
Oh
characters.
yeah, of course. Well, I'll let Syke introduce the next one.
Rosalina and
Yes.
Yeah,
Luna. I was hyped.
Yes, I am very happy about that because Rosalina has a huge amount of positive association because she debuted in Mario Galaxy, and all the attention she's getting is more proof that Mario Galaxy 3 is coming.
And I disagree with everybody who says that Rosalina is Nintendo's Lightning from Final Fantasy 13.
People
Fuck
like
off.
Rosalina.
God.
Well, you know, that I actually got hyped when I saw her because I mean I don't know much about Galaxy, but she actually looks good. Even though I'll still be playing as Peach just as much as her.
Like, she was a girl, so that's all I cared about.
Actually, I like the whole, the star move,
Mm.
her star friend.
Oh, you mean the Luma?
Luma.
Her
Yeah.
Luma.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, believe it or not, like I said, I have no idea much about Galaxy, so.
Mm.
But she looks
Yeah.
pretty cool, actually. But
Okay.
she'll never take Peach out of my heart, though.
Now, all you need to know about Galaxy is that Mario Galaxy 1 saved 3D platformers, and Mario Galaxy 2 is the best game ever made.
Alright,
I
so
still
let's...
prefer 3D World.
I actually like Galaxy 2 over 3D World, but 3D World is very close.
Yeah,
Now,
I think
Galaxy
3D
2
World's
is
gonna be
fun.
my favorite. I think 3D
that's-
World's gonna be my favorite.
That's because it has a cat power-up.
yeah,
And what's wrong with that?
nothing's
well, I
wrong
mean,
with that.
nothing's wrong with it, but it's like, let's not pretend.
Now, what
So-
were you saying, Psych?
Galaxy 2 is incredibly challenging, but funner. It's
More
just,
fun.
I mean, it's just more fun than challenging,
Yeah, it's more fun.
but it's amazing. I like it over 3D World too, but 3D World is really a close second, and
Yeah.
3D World topped Super Mario World for me.
Let's see.
Okay, so who is our
Greninja?
Oh yeah, Greninja. Okay,
So-
I'll let you deal with that.
Alright, so, Greninja was introduced back in January 2013 as Froakie, the preform in the very first trailer for Pokemon X and Y.
We're getting a history of
It-
Greninja.
It's a quick one. It's a quick one.
Born to a family of Chinese immigrants.
Okay,
Froakie, whose birth name was Melvin Keisterbaum.
Okay, let me just finish this. Alright, so, the thing is that because I've heard a rumor back in the summer last year that with the X and Y starters that one would be like a knight, one would be a mage, and one would be a ninja, and that the ninja would be the water one, and I was hoping it was true, and once I played the game, once I saw how Greninja looked like, I was instantly hyped. I never expected him to be in Smash Brothers. I was like, if people ask me what if he was in it, I'm like, no, he's not gonna be in it. And he's in it. He was in it. That reveal, so many people thought it was Mewtwo. I thought it was Greninja the moment that I saw that little blue watery stuff, because I could instantly tell. Because I will say, I know a water Pokemon when I see it. And, oh man, he looks so fun to play. I just had so much hype over it. It's like, I'm just so happy that we get like a great representation instead of like, I have nothing against Lucario, but I just think he's overrated.
Really wish
Yeah, me too.
Lucario hadn't come back.
But I mean, it's like I'm not really saying that he shouldn't have come back. I just think he's overrated. But, oh man, Greninja, I can't wait for it.
Okay, let me just state for the record that I am saying that I wish he didn't come back.
I know you are, but I'm
Just
just
to make
saying.
sure that everyone understands that even though Shell doesn't want to say that, I definitely want to make that very clear.
I know you want to make that clear. I already understand that.
Alright.
I'm just saying that, I'm just so hyped up for Greninja.
Okay.
Okay, but now that we got those 6 characters out of the way, it's time to talk about the newcomers that we would like to see. We could even talk about the rumored ones.
How about we talk about the rumor list first, or rather
Yes.
the ones from the rumor list, and then we each give like our top 5 plausible, and then like a couple of insanos. How does that sound?
That sounds fun, because like, the first rumored list had 6 characters. 4 of those were revealed. The 2 that weren't revealed yet are Pac-Man and me. And in the second one, there were 6 characters on that list. Or actually, no, it was 5. 4 of those have not been revealed yet.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. 5
Yeah.
and 4 have not been. Okay. Yeah.
The Pokemon one was revealed.
Although the Pokemon one was kind of lame.
It was a vague thing.
It was like one of the XY starters.
No, they didn't even say starters. They said a 6th-gen Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I can't complain about Greninja, but anyway, so we got in this one, we got Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah,
We got- Go ahead.
He's the unconfirmed character I want the most. He's a representative of a new franchise, but it's probably one of the best Nintendo new IPs in generations, and he has a ton of fighting things he could do for the game.
We also have, let's see, Palutena from Kid Icarus Uprising, and that would make me happy if she was in it. Because I'd like to see how she's gonna play. How about you, Syke? Do you think that she'll be awesome?
Oh, duh, most definitely. I mean, ever since I got Kid Icarus Uprising, I've been a fan, and I really want her in. So,
Yeah.
and those images, supposedly leak images, I don't think those are fake. It's really not.
I think they're fake, but I don't think that means that she's deconfirmed. In fact, the way that during the Smash Brothers Direct, they pretty much, confirmed her when they were teasing us.
Yeah.
I mean, can I go through the two major things?
Go
ahead.
At one point, they were showing off trophies, and we all thought it was going to be Palutena, but instead it was false Palutena.
Yeah.
And then she's no longer in Pit's Final Smash anymore. And the funny thing about that is that those two things made Dari think that there was no chance in hell she was going to be playable. I don't know how he came to that conclusion, but he.
Well, he said that it was evidence that Sakurai hated her and was removing all traces of her from the game.
What the fuck?
It was the funniest thing he ever said.
It's just that it's odd for him to come to that conclusion when he used her. He gave her a lot of lines in that game, a lot of support, development.
Yeah, if he had hated her, he could have ridden her out of Kid Icarus Uprising without changing that.
Yeah, he could have just killed her.
Yeah, the originals were 8-bit platformers. There wasn't that much story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, Chorus Guys from the Rhythm Heaven series is also on the list. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they made it in, but who knows? Who was the other one?
Crom.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Crom. Yeah. Although I wouldn't mind if Crom was in, but I would prefer if Robin was in because we already got two swordsmen from the Fire Emblem series. I think that Robin would be a more versatile character from the series. Like he or she, depending on whatever you would choose, could be able to yes, they would use swords, but they can also use magic, they could use lances, they could use anything up their arsenal. Seriously.
And I think if I wanted anyone from Awakening in there, it would be, God, I forget her name, but the witch chick?
Tharja?
Yeah, no, the one with the pointy hat and the glasses?
Muriel.
Yeah, that's the one,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I think she would be a good
she was one of my favorite characters in that game, and it's everyone's all oh, Tharja, because she's got dad ass, and I'm like, and then there was the great rebellion over the bikini DLC,
Oh, yeah.
when
yeah,
everyone literally
I know.
lost their shit, and they were screaming and wailing and the gnashing of teeth,
Yeah.
I know.
all because you
We
could see
talked-
slightly less of her butt.
What are we
Yeah.
talking about now?
We were talking about rumored characters, so, do you
What
know
are we
what
up
the,
to?
well, we've gone through most of them, so you can give your thoughts on them. The rumored characters who have not been confirmed are me,
Don't have nothing on it. I'll just tell you Me's I have nothing on because I don't know much about them.
There's
They're just
Pac-Man,
characters that you made.
Which
Yeah,
I
and
think we all want Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, yeah.
Except for Dari, who basically starts screaming every time you show him the new design for Pac-Man, which has actually made him even more endearing to my heart.
It's
AI
really
back in the
weird.
back.
Sorry.
and, the ones from the next batch are Shulk from Xenoblade,
Yeah, I've never played any of those games, so I don't know the love for him. Okay.
Palutena from,
Kid Icarus.
Well,
Right.
before I'll say this, I almost wanted to hope that she didn't make it in just because I was getting really sick of Nick. But when I was hearing Psych, I really want her in now. I wouldn't want him upset.
That's a weird
So-
way to put it, but okay. So you just,
Well,
so basically,
I would-
what you're saying is that you don't really care, but you feel empathy.
yeah, because you really want her in, don't you?
Palutena?
Psych still-
I want,
Yeah.
I want her
Yeah.
in too, actually.
Yeah,
Well,
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm doing this. I wanting her in for Psych, not you.
Fuck you, then.
And
But
the chorus men from Rhythm Heaven.
Oh, we didn't talk about him yet, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, shit.
oh yeah, I mean I played some of Rhythm Heaven, but why them out of all the other characters?
Yeah, that, they were on the list. Nintendo does sometimes do random characters. I wouldn't say they're impossible. If they do show up, it would be like Wii Fit Trainer, and I would be confident that everyone else on the list was going to be there.
Yeah.
Are we doing a list of things we wish were in?
Yeah, that's going to be last. We'll
Okay.
do that after this.
Doing that.
Okay, what else?
Can I just say something about Chorus Men because we didn't get to talk about them in general?
Okay.
I really wish that we'd gotten Karate Guy instead. Or Karate Man.
No, I have a better choice.
The wrestler, I know.
Yes, he would have been awesome. With that little, like, interviewer.
Yeah.
I love that minigame.
So, the last one is Chrom from Fire Emblem.
I just want to say on that, I do agree with Shell. Now that we have Ike, the need for Chrom has gone down, and the want for Ramen has gone way up. But if they did Chrom with a unique moveset and his his announcement trailer would be cool or something, I wouldn't mind.
Can I ask something? I think I was going to ask this before. Okay, Robin is a male and female. It could be anything. So how would they do that exactly?
Same way they did Wii Fit Trainer.
I know,
And
but
the
how would
villager.
they look? How would it look?
Well, basically, I don't know. They choose like they choose a few. Actually, they'd probably end up doing it exactly like Villager. They'd have various designs taken from the actual Fire Emblem game. You'd have the default one, and then you'd have you'd have default male, default female, and then like different male, different female, and so on and so forth until you go through all the costumes.
So they would just pick something random.
Here's a default male look for Robin.
All right.
Oh, this is what he's supposed to look like?
Yeah.
Mine looked way better.
Mine had his hair back.
Mine had like the bulkier frame. Mine looked like a real badass.
Mine
So
had
you can pick the hair color and everything. So would they pick the default?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and here's the female.
I hope the female.
Is it just gonna look like a Rule 63 version of? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I would have hoped that they had gone a little more wild with the female one, but
Yeah, it's kind of bleh, but
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't mind her.
So before we
Yeah.
move on to the,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
before we move on to the next wave of characters that we would like to see, is there any last words about these characters?
Like I said, if Pac-Man gets announced at E3, I'm gonna be really happy because Dari's gonna start screaming and I'm going to laugh at him. Because he's legitimately afraid of the new Pac-Man design.
Which makes no sense.
Which makes no sense because it's way better and less creepy looking than the old 3D Pac-Man design.
But a lot of things that Dari likes usually never make sense, so I'm over it.
Let's see, what did he said there was one particular thing he hated the most about it? Was it the eyes?
Nose.
Oh yeah, it was the
No,
nose. It was the nose.
Like, he said the nose was too big, then I showed him that outside of the pre-NES game sprite, Pac-Man always had a big nose.
No, my favorite part about that was that it was like,
Wasn't his
this isn't
eyes,
Pac-Man
too?
at all. He's got arms and legs, he's got eyes, and there's an inside to his mouth. This isn't Pac-Man at all.
Yeah, but wasn't his eyes supposedly different? That's what also
They were. That was like the big thing that most people complained about, but I prefer the new eyes.
Yeah,
I prefer the new look, period. But yeah.
yeah, same.
So I guess how do we want to do the last one?
All right.
Or the last bit of this, the
let's-
Smash News or whatever.
All right. Top 5 characters that.
Top 5 characters and then any wacky choices.
Yeah.
Top 5 most likely, or top 5 likely characters and then wacky choices.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to go first?
I actually want you to go first.
Oh, you want me
Yeah,
to
go
go first?
first.
All right. Let's see here now. My top 5 likely characters, and we're going all new, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And nothing from the rumored list either.
nothing from the rumor list, of course. Let's see, I guess, God, what was that guy's name? Magnus from Kid Icarus?
Yes,
Yeah.
Magnus.
Oh, yeah.
Magnus from Kid Icarus I'd be cool with. That or Veridi. Do those count as one choice? I guess a third Kid Icarus rep. Neither of those two would be good. Don't give me Dark Pit though, because that's really lame.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Let's see here now. Dylan has already been deconfirmed, but I guess, Mallow from Pushmo and Crashmo would be pretty cool. Let's see. I guess, and this is just something I came up with as like hearsay. Since Waddle Dee was no longer in, let's see, was he in that new mode though? Waddle Dee? Was he in that
I
new
think
like
so.
adventure? Alright,
Yeah.
so never mind. I guess next would be, well, let's say Professor Layton. Because why not?
Technically not a Nintendo
Technically not,
character,
but he hasn't really appeared on anything else, and Level 5 and Nintendo have a really good, connection, so I could see him being a guest character on there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I guess, let's see here now, let's do something, let me think really quick, you guys kinda got me on the spot here with this one,
Sure.
Yeah, I've actually got my wacky choices planned out, which is what makes this really embarrassing. I guess other characters that would be nice would be, Girahim from, Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Let's see, not really a Mario character, but I guess a second or would it be considered a third at this point? Either
Yeah.
way, another Metroid rep would be pretty cool. Maybe not Ridley, but like, put Kraden, actually. Put Kraden. Because then that would troll everyone, especially about the whole size thing.
Oh man.
Let's see, that's 4, right? And I guess my last one is going to be, you know what, fuck it. Rusty from Real Deal Baseball.
So someone else go or do
No,
you
no,
do
I
now?
get to do my wacky ones now, I think.
Okay.
Alright, and my wacky choices are, of course, Mike Jones from Star Tropics, and the
Okay.
Prince of Sable from For Whom the Frog Tolls. And the reason for that second one is that was actually in another rumor list, and it was like totally bullshit, but I saw it and I started like being like, why not? I dream of a world where Prince of Sable gets to be in a Smash game.
Okay. Ki.
Okay, for 5 possible ones, although I'm not really demanding another new Mario rep because we got Rosalina, I would like to have either Kamek or Paper Mario. I also have to throw in Gino just to troll Ice Pick.
Right, well, good luck getting him from Square.
And, let's see, Mallow is one I'd really like.
He means Mallow from Pushmo, not Mallow from Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
I just figured I'd, let him know.
I thought he was talking about, well, there was no way I was thinking of something else. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is confirmed, but it was like next to Shulk, the character, like the possible one I would have wanted the most. So I'm still gonna put Wonder Red there, even though him being a trophy means he won't be.
I'm glad that he's an assist trophy at least.
Yeah.
Now I
it is-
remember. I thought you were talking about Mallow from Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
God.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of a Metroid character, another Metroid rep who isn't there just as a joke. They might be able to make Dark Samus different enough. She does have, like, specific powers, like she could use Phazon and stuff like that, but it would be tricky.
Oh, better yet, give her an SAX skin, too. Or like a color.
Yeah, SAX, though, that
Yeah, I know.
pretty much exactly the same powers as Samus.
No, I meant
Wait.
like a skin for Dark Samus. So.
Yeah.
Wasn't Dark Samus confirmed to be an assist trophy?
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
was. That was.
Yeah.
Let's see. And let's see who else is possible. Well, actually, I've technically done 5 with the multiple Mario ones, so I guess I'll just use that.
Alright.
And for insane ones, let's see, I think, like, I was trying to think of one character they could put in who would have anywhere close to the impact of Mega Man, so I thought of something they could do have a trailer introducing Banjo and Kazooie and revealing that Nintendo bought the rights to the series back. So that's one insane one that I would like. And for another ridiculous one, I will say, Miyamoto.
Okay, Psych wanted to go next.
Yeah, Girahim, Hades.
Oh, Hades.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Hades. I would like Wonder Red in, but he's off. I would have liked him in, but he's still on the list.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Man, I had this list planned out. Amy Rose, definitely.
Oh yeah, Amy Rose would be cool.
Yeah.
And, no, and Lucina. Huh.
I'm kind of holding out hope that she's going to be an alternate costume for Mirth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have a wacky list, so I'm gonna pass it over to, Michelle.
Or Neko.
Actually, let Neko go
No,
before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, Neko.
Most of mine are going to be wacky to the point, so
All right.
I'll just have to go with that. But there's 2 characters I've been wanting actually did make it into the game, just not playable 100%. Meowth and Waluigi. But
Right.
oh well, they at least are in the game, so I'm happy.
That's true.
But what about Anna from the original Mother?
Wait, you mean the girl party member?
Mm-hmm. Instead of like Nintendo, who's like just like Ness, Anna from the original Mother.
I think they would probably rather have Paula in there.
Yeah, because they look so alike.
I know,
Yeah.
but she probably have something different than her. Ness has Paula's set.
right.
Yeah, but Paula and,
Especially, and also she was a major thing in the original Mother.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, they both had like the same basic moves, didn't they?
Similar, but I think she was more powerful than Paula. My other one is Nightmare from Metroid.
Nightmare from Metroid. Which one is
Yeah.
Nightmare?
He's
I don't know if that would work.
Yeah, Nightmare is a boss from Fusion and Other M.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that thing. That was really insane.
And another character I have is Dribble and Spitz from
yes. that would be
WarioWare.
I could
great.
see that.
I want them as both as one one character.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the only way that
together.
would work, I think. Right.
Yeah,
All right. So,
if not, and possibly maybe Cat.
Cat and Anna, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. Because WarioWare needs more reps, I think.
No, WarioWare, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, WarioWare needs more reps. And there's the Golden Sun characters, but there were so many in that. I don't know which one really, I like the most. I think Felix from the Lost Ages, but that was like the worst one.
Oh no, that was probably the best one. The one
It was?
everyone-
Oh.
Yeah, the one everyone dislikes is the DS one, which is called Dark Dawn.
Because I liked the first and second one, but I could have sworn someone in here said that they were both not that good. But I would
KG.
want probably want Felix in it. What about KG?
No, Keiji was the one that didn't like the series. Well, at least most of the games.
Oh, but yeah, that's my list. I don't know how many that is.
Okay.
Okay,
so,
I guess that leaves it to you, Shell.
Okay. First up, I'm gonna steal something from Neko and say Dribble and Spitz. I really would like them.
All right.
Like they would be a great tag team character, kind of like Ice Climbers. Alright. Second, I would actually like to see, Cranky Kong as a playable character.
That'd be really cool, I think.
Yeah.
I add that to my kind of underdone reasonable list.
Yeah. It's like, cause I know that they can't get the rights, cause obviously they're not gonna do like characters outside of video games, otherwise I would have said Scrooge McDuck from DuckTales, but I think Cranky Kong would be the next best thing when it comes to using the pogo.
Right.
Using the cans to pogo.
Of course, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
I mean, a lot of people thought that Dixie Kong was going to be in, didn't they?
Go ahead.
I just have to share, like, something about Cranky Kong. Like, I like him a lot more now because this is kind of depressing, but I started to identify him when all of the reviewers were complaining about how difficult Tropical Freeze was, which is kind of weird because I was just starting gaming when the original Donkey Kong Country came out, and then 20 years later, actually understanding Cranky Kong's mindset.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love that tweet too.
Neko,
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure. Yeah, I was not saying it right. It's Wario. I never say it.
WarioWare.
Yeah. What was I saying, Ice?
You were saying WileyWare?
Yeah, I just want to confirm that I realized I said it wrong.
All right,
Okay.
no, I just wanted to write that down because.
Okay,
That was funny.
let's see, third character, let's see, so I said Dribble is Spitz and Cranky Kong.
Right.
Third character, and I'm surprised nobody has said this yet, Takamaru from Nazo
Oh yeah,
no
that's right. I
Murasamejo.
forgot about him.
And I
Yeah.
have one more. So after you, Shell.
Yeah, cause he's a Japan only character, cause the game was only on the Famicom disk drive. I don't know why we never got it here. I was thinking that maybe like they could have advertised it as a Japanese culture game, that it would have worked here.
Maybe.
Let's see. Number 4, it would sound as a wacky choice, but I really think it could be legitimate if done right. Andy from Advance Wars, and he would summon like
that
he would
doesn't
summon
sound wacky at all.
he would summon infantry, mercs, tanks and all that, like planes, like he would summon them. And the final smash would be like one of his special, like that special attack that he has.
Shit, you're reminding me of like 2 characters that I really should have had on my list, but I just sort of blanked on them.
Yeah, it's like at first I thought Andy from Advance Wars would be impossible, but I really think that if you just think outside the box, any character can work. And the final legitimate character, let's see, I was thinking that they should have a rep from another Japanese only game, and I actually have an idea. Like there was that. Oh wait, I forgot. It's not Japanese only. It actually had a few games that came out here. It's Ray Mark II from the Custom Robo series. Yeah, because we got the one on GameCube and DS here. We were gonna get a GBA one. There were 2 GBA games in Japan. We were gonna get the second one, but it was advertised on it. But it was never released for some reason. But I'm glad we got the GameCube one. To a lesser extent the DS one, because that one is not as good, but, and when it comes to wacky choices, I wouldn't mind playing as Chibi Robo, where all it's gonna do is, it's gonna mostly involve trash. They'll just come up with something if they ever put Chibi Robo in. And the other wacky character, this is actually, like, I think this might be the wackiest of all wacky. I was thinking, of, like, an epic team that consists of the Balloon Fighter, the Excite Bike. There were like 3 other NES era characters, but
Urban Champion.
yeah, Urban Champion, Mach Rider. Because like Mach Rider,
What's the difference between Mach Rider and the Excite Biker be?
well, actually, Mach Rider fights while standing up, while Excite Bike always fights while on the bike.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and the 5th character, they'll just take a cowboy from Wild Gunman.
I guess I can see that.
Yeah, because this is something that you could never expect to see happen. But if Nintendo somehow decides to make a character like that in Smash Brothers, then I don't know what to say. But never expect anything like that. It's just a wacky thing.
And I wanted to continue onto my list.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I don't know why I missed her, but I don't even know if she has a chance. But Dixie Kong,
Oh, yeah. Well,
I really wanted Dixie Kong in more than Diddy, but oh well.
Diddy
But I would
was
really-
just a returning character. So.
I know, but I would really like to see Dixie. And then I have 2 third parties. Simon Belmont from Castlevania,
Yeah.
and oh man, I had it, and now it's like, one of the Theo from Metal Slugs, because it was on the Game Boy Advance, and they've had ports of it on the Wii.
Hmm.
They can have all the guns.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have a Super Smash as one of the tanks.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my other picks. I should have remembered them. I mean, what do you guys think of those?
I actually think those are pretty good.
And I have one I'm contractually obligated to say that I forgot. Mega Man X.
There we go. I was waiting for that.
I'm all for that one myself. So yeah, I'm on board. For
Simon
that one.
Belmont for me. Simon Belmont.
Simon Belmont. Ho, 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 ho.
Okay.
So
So like,
and
well, go ahead.
one final insane one. This won't be as fun to say because the person it's kind of meant to traumatize isn't here, but Fluttershy.
No,
Wouldn't it be better if it was Pinkie Pie or
I
Ruby?
like Fluttershy more.
I
Put
think
an
we-
Applejack. It's not like they'll miss her when she's gone.
Why don't they just have all 5 ponies in at once? Or 7 ponies. It's 7 ponies.
6.
No, it's
Oh,
6, but 5. Like I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the fact that there are 5 main ones. Applejack is very close to being canonically disowned.
Yeah.
I don't understand the hate for her, but I do like
It's not that they
uh,
hate her, it's just that they ignore her.
I like the other chick anyway. I mean, the other pony, but better. I'm saying chick because of the movie.
Right.
But the rocker chick,
Yeah.
or the DJ,
Yeah.
DJ Pone 3.
I wish she would have more.
Oh yeah, DJ Pwn 3 is awesome.
Right.
Alright, so that's
I mean,
basically...
you have to. I mean, I like Applejack, but I wouldn't mind if they replaced her with her.
So,
I'm
Ice
I'm
Pick.
that.
Alright.
I guess that covers everything that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, so I guess that was our first podcast.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, tune in next time, whenever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
no,
to
we
everyone-
don't know. Clearly.
So everyone, thank you guys for
Yep.
watching,
Thank
and
you for watching and listening.
see you next time.
Yeah.
This has been
Bye.
S-Rank Entertainment, signing off.
Bye.
Yep.
Later.